Why has this fucking cunt started the stream? Ugh. Dog, why haven't you started the stream? Oh. Start the fucking stream!
Share the show with everyone. You know, we got a couple of guests hanging out tonight. We got Mel K.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Now, who are you? What do you do?
Well, I just had a book come out. I'm excited to be hanging out with you guys and talking about what's actually happening to our country and what we can maybe do about it. So, thanks for having me.
And probably the best person to help us, another former member of Congress who also has experience with the FBI.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's always great to be here, Tim. Thank you so much for that layup. Yeah, I don't like my former experience at the FBI. It wasn't fun.
What'd you have for dinner?
Too. My agent was he had Napoleon complex because he was like 5'2", so he had to look up to me, and he was a dick. He was an absolute dick. So I will say this: I wish you well in hell, Eric Swalwell.
No, he's gonna be. No, but all serious, I mean, you can certainly provide some insights into.
Yeah, no. Let me. All joking aside, this is the beginning of a very lengthy and expensive process for Eric Swalwell, and without his campaign cushions, I don't know how he's going to afford it, because last I checked, he's virtually broke. He's millions of dollars in debt. His wife is not a house. He has 2 mortgages. He is a spiraling ball of fire. Wow. He had recalls of millions of dollars of his gubernatorial campaign contributions pulled back.
Wow.
And then because he stepped down of the race, it also triggered our, like, well, you're no longer a candidate, so you have to return this money. And there's money he had already used. So by statute of California, he's like jammed up. I mean, I got to tell you something.
Wouldn't happen to a worse person.
There's ways to fall, but there's ways to explode. And he has chosen to literally blow
Is there
up.
any way that this could take Schiff down with him? Fingers crossed.
I mean,
Well, let's save it for the show. We got the rest of the boys hanging out.
Yeah, I was wondering when this was all going to catch up to him, because I feel
Yeah.
like we were seeing him in the news every other day for something.
Right, so let's save it for the show and get to the.
The
who's
meaty
talking?
Hi, Ian.
Hi, Phil. What's going on? I've been studying RNA, so it's cool that we're talking about mRNA back cancer cures. Maybe I can chime in a little bit about
When you
protein
say
synthesis.
studying RNA, do you mean you've been taking drugs about it?
No.
how many shots?
Yes,
did he take
but no.
voluntarily?
It's the ribosome that builds protein.
It means that
is
he laid
RNA.
back in his room, smoked some weed, and stared at the ceiling for a little bit. While
I
thinking
stared at
about it.
thought about it,
ChatGPT
yeah.
for like 6 hours, and I was like picturing the RNA building. I gotta learn having the proteins and building the proteins.
I got to learn about this
Wait, no,
RNA.
but-
I better smoke some weed about it.
No, but he literally just said he's imagining the RNA grabbing the protein.
Literally, like a little, and it uses magnetism to grab the.
Wait,
proteins.
Oh, magnets! Look out!
Baseball
How do
bats.
they even work?
Magnetically.
It's like an Anna Taylor-Joy playing chess in the Queen's Gambit, but you're RNA, like you're high out of your mind. It's
Just moving the proteins.
Oh, is
around.
that movie? She was on drugs,
It
right?
was on Quaaludes.
Oh, she was whacked out on goofballs.
She was super high.
Oh.
She was on lewd.
All right, well, Phil, Ian, Carter, let's, before we jump into the story, guys, head over to timcast.com, click join now to be the change you want to see in the world. We can't do this without you. With you, we can do a lot. Join the community. We got tens of thousands of people hanging out every single day. Craziest story we just heard from our members. Our Discord may have just saved another member's life. He was telling us this last night in the uncensored portion that he was having a stroke. And the other members heard and realized and called emergency services. And had he not been in communication, he probably wasn't going to make it. I mean, so that's really incredible. You guys in the Discord membership, the community, you guys are absolutely incredible. But it's just so simple. When you have community...
Apparently the
you care about
leaker
each other,
has the
friends with
full
each other,
game.
Man, you save lives. You save each other's lives, and you build awesome stuff. Check that out. And don't forget to buy coffee over at CastBrew.com. You know what? If you like everything Ian had to say, he's got a low acidity coffee called Ian's Graphene Dream, which it's just a regular coffee. There's nothing weird about it, you know, even though you might think so because it's Ian. But just your stomach's not going to hurt. You know, so some people get stomach aches from the acidity of coffee. This is low acidity, it's going to be really good. So again, check that out at CastBrew.com. But now, smash the like button, subscribe. Let's jump into the news from the New York Times. FBI agents search Eric Swalwell's home as part of a federal inquiry. Most sex crimes are prosecuted by state and local authorities. The federal agents appeared to be using civil rights statutes to scrutinize Swalwell's conduct, a person familiar with the case said. So apparently, this former Democratic member of Congress gets off a plane in SF. They walk up to him, they take his devices. Then we find out they raided his house. You know, I gotta be honest, he's not a good dude. You know, he also said no one's above the law. So, well, I don't know. No, you stand by your principles, brother. But this is actually, yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to have sympathy for a guy so awful. But you know, George was just telling us how he's broke, he got kicked out of his house.
I mean, dude, I'm gonna say this to you in the nicest ways. everything that he has coming to him, he deserves tenfold. I don't say that about anyone. I really don't, because I've been on the receiving end of the Justice Department. It is not a fun place to be, but he's going to end up in prison for a very long time, a very, very long time. He has there's no one who will pity him. Trump sure shit won't. No Democrat in their right mind is going to spring him from prison. He will serve a very long prison sentence because the facts are so clear on this case. And when I was in Congress, and I was in Congress for 11 months, he had already served a decade ahead of me. And I heard all the rumors. Everybody knew. All the freshmen would talk about it.
That he was like raping women or something?
Well, no, that he was screwing every single intern. I mean, do you know what members like him call summer in D.C.? Skin turn season. That's what they call it. Because these young little girls, they fresh out of college, they show up and they're like in these tiny little dresses and skirts, which, by the way, they should have the freedom to do so, and you should have the moral clarity to ignore them. But no, not this Joy, not Gallego, not him, well, allegedly Gallego, and not. Did you see Jimmy Gomez in California yesterday? All of the stuff that came out on him?
Yeah.
That's his best pal.
I want to connect to it.
They're all connected. It's a Rico. It's Rico.
That whole California crew. It's Rokana, it's him, it's Schiff, it's, Lou.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me that, like, Schiff has gone around just, like, banging young girls?
No, I think he penciled next them.
Because to be honest, I thought it was going to be guys.
No, you know what? No, sadly, no. I don't know.
If I get you out of this
Wait,
body,
why sadly?
it'll be to kill you.
No, not at all. I'm just saying, sadly, it's not going to be funnier, but no respectful gay man, and I speak for gay men here at this table, would ever screw Adam Schiff. I mean, there's just no, I can't point to a gay man and be like, oh, that neck of yours, baby. Maybe if you're into like
think
fighting
he like
stuff.
jiggles his neck when he's in bed.
Dude, he's just so weird. Do you remember Gumby?
Yes.
That's what I think of when I look at him. That long neck.
I can't imagine.
Like he looks just like.
That's insulting to Gumby. We like Gumby.
I like Gumby, but he looks like Gumby.
And then like Rokana, you know, like
Fang being friends.
Yeah, but
was not
wait. It's Fung Fung, right? But Rokana's
Fang
friends with
Fung. You know.
They're all friends with Becky. She's a California syndicate. They're all connected.
I think it's a recall.
Are they still hanging out like Fung Fung in them?
I don't think she's in the States. She
No,
was
she
she
left.
was recalled back to the mother.
Like all the
mother
rest of them.
I gotta be honest. I think there's this. I got a text. I call it spam, but it's from a Democrat in New Jersey who's running. But here's
those two from Democrats, the TSA stuff, and
yeah.
You know what's the funny part? They call me, "Hi Karen." It's such a like I'm registered as Karen in the TSA. I don't know why.
Someone must have done that to you by putting your info in.
Can I be honest?
No, but
I think
real
it's
quick.
hilarious.
There's a Democrat running in Jersey who I got an auto text from being like, you know, stand me through whatever. And I do check to see who these people are because I'm interested in looking at these Democrats. Her campaign is very middle of the road. It's like better health care, no woke issues mentioned. And here's the really interesting part. On her campaign website, she says China is the greatest threat to the United States, and we need to oppose Chinese like manipulation and, you know, like expansive militarism and things like this. And I'm sitting here being like, you got a bunch of people on the right now that are effectively apologizing for China. Not overtly, but they're saying like, oh, the U.S. is bad and should stop doing these things and back off the BRICS nations, while Democrats are taking the opposite approach and being like, China is bad and their expansionist policies are bad. So these Republicans who turn anti-Trump, who are now highly critical of what the U.S. is doing internationally, are being countered by these Democrats that are running, who are saying, yeah, China actually is bad. Like, there's a realignment. I think it's China is superior, right? Anybody who I don't. China is asshole. Dangerous. They're not just an adversary. They're dangerous power that really challenges They are actively proxy wars with us. We're funneling shit to Ukraine. We got the Chinese funneling stuff to Russia. Same thing happens in Iran. I mean, it is literally they find every opportunity
and they take the adversarial side low key, and that is by default what a policy war is, right? So they are dangerous to us, and it is revolting to me that I see people out there who really want to act like, oh no, they're just fighting for their way of life. No, they're not. They're fighting to insert their way of life into the rest of the West.
Did you see the poll that most countries view China more favorably than the United States now?
I mean, I don't even believe those polls, though. Like, who paid for the poll? Who commissioned the poll? Like, I can run a poll for you to make you the hottest man in America.
Hold on.
You'll get the results.
Let me ask you a question. First, let me ask you, what don't you like about how China's government operates internally?
China's government operates with oppression, blackmail, and
Damn dog, 63% chance of thunders on Sunday.
Their entire population. Though, if you're not part of the society of the CCP, you're right. You're oppressed.
Okay, so there is so.
Damn dog.
CCP, you're
That's the Uyghurs.
That's my point.
Are they
alive? The question is, who are they oppressing? It's not everybody. If you are CCP, you're good.
Which is not really a majority of
I don't
Chinese.
know. Are you good, or do they control you?
They control you. They control
like
your
Pan
movements.
Am,
They control your
Hunger
movements.
But what if you agree with them? Why would you be mad about that?
No. What my point is, these officials from CCP, do you know how many of their family members they slowly ship out to the U.S.?
Yeah,
they're just going out for college. Oh, my wife's going to go visit. They never
The point
go
I'm
back.
making is we mustn't be myopic. What China is doing is for the benefit of an isolated cohort within China. So when we hear that they're oppressive, we know this, Uyghur Muslims, they're expansionist, they're cutting debt deals, they're basically building their own liberal economic order. It's to the benefit of this small subset of their population.
Right.
That's the point.
Right.
This is I'm how they operate and why there are people who like it. When you see Hassan Piker say things he loves China, what he's actually saying is, if I'm part of a small subset, I will live like a king off the backs of everybody else.
That's no different than what's going on here. In California, what's happening in China. I believe they're technocrats. They prefer things to be organized. There's no surveillance. There's no credit scores, and they watch everything, and they take care of all of that. But they are still the elite, and the elite still live above. And honestly, I think this all goes back to China was elevated by the UN and Agenda 2030 and Klaus Schwab and Rockefeller. The end goal really is that we become China.
Approval of the CCP, right? Like here in the U.S., it's not easy to go from being broke to rich, but you can do it, and you don't need approval from the government. Yes, licensing. Yes, you'll need to play by the rules of whatever town or whatever, and you'll have to deal with that kind of stuff. You don't need the okay from the party to do it. And in China, there is no upward mobility. If you're poor and the CCP doesn't find favor with you, that's it. If you're not a good member of the party, you are not able to advance.
Case in point, Jack Ma.
The Kanye experienced the levels of our upward capacity in the U.S. because they won't let you pass like an 80 billion here. So with your coastal elites, I'm pointing out a coalition between the coastal elites and the bankers of China. Like you're saying during World War II that the American bankers were working with the German bankers to sell out the German and import their to buy off the system. And I wonder if the coastal elites are working with the Chinese.
Have you seen the United Nations who runs the who's at the top of the United Nations?
Look at our trade policy, bro. This is trade is giving China all of our manufacturing. That is the basis of your economy. And it is a lie to say we can give away all of our labor. I'll put it like this. We are desperate to import labor. That's the claim we're getting from Democrats. At the same time, they exported all of our jobs overseas. Simultaneously, they claimed that we were overpopulated since the 70s, so everybody got abortions, and then they mass imported people. It is all lies.
Yes, it's about majoritarianism. They want the country to be a real democracy where 51% will roll over the 49, and then it's totalitarian. I believe that the thing that they like about China is that it's totalitarian. If you don't agree with the Chinese Communist Party right now, they'll delete you. People from attorney told me people get deleted. They can't spend money. They can't go anywhere. They can't. You're deleted.
Well, I can voted for the
And the point that I was making was like, in the U.S.,
I've not nice things about the house floor.
good. Like the point that I was making
I think
about
they happen with Russia. I got a letter from
mobility. Like, you can go from being broke to being a millionaire,
Small business owner.
small business owner. You can do that here in the U.S. And like the dynamic that you brought up about Kanye. Like Kanye, I don't know how much money he had when he started out. I don't know if he was like broke. But he was a billionaire when he said the kind of off stuff that got people pissed. And he was a billionaire. Like,
he's also not a great example because he's his own worst enemy.
Yes, exactly.
He looks in the
China
mirror
loves
every day. I think it's like, how much
and
can I
it wasn't
screw
the federal government. It wasn't the federal government that stepped in and said, "You're not playing by the party rules." He said things that offended people. Now, I don't agree with any of the bad things that happened to Kanye. He lost some wild shit. I don't know if be excommunicated from society for saying that.
Have you ever
In
been
China, you do get excommunicated from society.
Have you ever been to
I have.
Frustrated. I got banked right following 2020. Right? I was at the Ellipse. Literally, I was at the Ellipse.
No,
I
I
watched
know
a
a lot of
speech,
people it happened
and then I literally went back to the Willard where I was staying, and I saw whatever transpired Capitol inside the hotel. My bank, because I transacted in Washington D.C. that day, he banked.
Bank of America?
No, Wells Fargo, which is really ironic.
I know.
It's really ironic. The worst bank for fraud in America, be banking people for
That's what we're saying. What we don't like about China, that is what we don't like.
Oh, exactly. I
It's
agree.
becoming more and more like that because the Center for American Progress, Open Society, World Economic Forum, they want that technocracy.
They've been doing that kind of spanking stuff to small gun shops for ages. Banks are like, we don't want to deal with, we don't want to.
They say it's a liability.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know.
Look, I'm going to say this at the risk of a lot of people hate on Brigitte Gabriel because she's her everything Brigitte Gabriel has said in the last 10 years,
Yeah.
she's spot on.
What's an example? What did she say?
Everything about the Chinese, about she's like, oh, this mass migration of Middle Easterns into the U.S. It's not a migration, it's an invasion.
Yeah.
Like she's been saying these things outwardly, like for the last decade.
But she
and she's
escaped
been
from
called.
Lebanon, right?
Yes, she fled the
After hiding
chaos.
for like 9 years.
Yes.
I've heard her story.
Say it's a liability and it's not.
Yeah, it's not
just
at
made
all.
up. Look,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this at the risk of getting super like in trouble with people who disagree. Okay. A lot of people hate on Brigitte Gabriel because her delivery is a little rough. She's not lying. Everything she says, I don't know if you're familiar with her. Everything Brigitte Gabriel has said in the last 10 years. Yeah, she's spot on.
What's an example? What did she say?
Everything about the Chinese, about she's like, oh, this mass migration of Middle Eastern people. It's not a migration, it's an invasion. Like she's been saying these things outwardly, like for the last decade.
After hiding for 9 years. I've heard her story.
So if you listen to what she says, everything we're talking about here,
I'm going to the office tomorrow again. I'm tired.
But when did you start talking about like at this level?
Okay, so I've been talking about Kanye.
I want to watch some fucking faggot play Rainbow Six, but he ain't fucking doing it.
Only in the past few years, 5-6 years.
Fuck you say?
He started to actually point to what the problem is, the issue.
Yeah, what's a bit, huh? Can you quantify a bit? Because that can mean anything for you, dude. It could be 10 fucking years from now.
Yeah,
And I'm 38.
I come from the music industry.
Right.
Everybody.
No, really? You're a musician?
Yeah, but anyways, but yeah, like People thought that communism was done.
Dude, there's a video and it's titled, "If you're currently a single man, stay single. Here's why." I'm just like, dude, I want to fucking get a girlfriend, but then I get recommended videos like this, dude. Like, what the
I wish
fuck?
I never got this, blah, 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 blah. I know a bunch of dudes that have gone to Russia back in the aughts when it wasn't, before the invasion. Mentioned to Russia. Because they were like, oh, we went to Russia, it's cool, look at how well traveled I am. They didn't do it because they think they were communism. People thought communism was over. It wasn't, clearly, obviously. But, like, the idea that communism is limited to China is wrong.
No, it's not. So I disagree with you a little bit, and we're from very different generations. I'm being 38 and having family from Brazil who has quite openly dealt with communism for lots of years, right? I've been dealing with communism, how it's my entire life. It's been a point of contention for me. I've always disliked China, and I will admit that it wasn't until, 11 years ago when Donald Trump said the first words, China, at Trump Tower, that I said, okay,
But China, the thing that Trump was arguing about with China wasn't their ideology. He was arguing about the economic
fairness. Like, we're lopsided.
Which are
Every single day.
Yes, which is true and it's right.
Fucking faggot.
He's wrong about that. And I don't there's no daylight between Trump's opinion on China when it comes to the economy. Me and Trump. But the ideology of communism,
I'm getting a wiener dog.
Than China's economics. Because China's
I'm getting a wiener dog.
traditional communism. It's more
The global banking system picked China. Rockefeller wrote a book about it. Kissinger wrote a book about it. We know that history.
Trying to get a good guard dog,
They kicked him out. But I really believe that the system that was built.
I think they're really good at guarding people.
And in 2030, in the World Economic Forum, and BlackRock is very connected.
Oh,
to
Larry
China.
Fink is literally the answer.
And they want technocracy.
And the reason is because of their control.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just
Control over the populace
It's not just
behavior.
control. It's beyond control. It's cruel, right? Remember COVID? Remember that
Oh, yeah.
we ran out of
Oh, yeah.
baby Tylenol?
Yeah.
You know why? China refused to ship it to us because they were short on whatever material they wanted to see it, whatever the case was, right? We had a baby shortage in America. Literally make baby every single day because of especially with the frontal lobe non-control. It's crazy that that's the level of schools that we go to and go to insert their doctors. So yeah, there is. Yes. When people say they're not, don't treat them like that. They are going to destroy us every single day of the week. Twice on
Similar a little bit to the Muslim
Sure,
Brotherhood.
you'll be all right.
Like we were talking about the Bridge of Gabriel. They do believe that they are superior. The Chinese believe that the Chinese culture and the Chinese people are
Ever seen a
special.
naked Chinese man? There's no superiority on there.
Bro, you don't need to go there.
Have that.
I'm just saying. There's no superiority there.
Like a Han supremacy type.
Yes, don't you think? I mean, that's
You know what's crazy? You know
Well,
what's
Han
crazy?
supremacy was an argument that they used during the Great Leap Forward to get the Chinese. It was basically the same thing that you hear when you hear people talking about white supremacy here in the U.S. The Han was the dominant ethnicity in China, and so they were telling people it's Han supremacy, it's racism. You're a bad person because you're Han.
Holy
And
fuck.
they use that. The same model that they've been using here when it comes to white supremacy and stuff like that. China already did it. That's
know what?
part of the reason why. That's why, like Mel's saying, the China is like the blueprint because it already worked.
Dog, what's your purpose in life?
Destroy the chin.
I'm asking you a genuine philosophical question, dog. Yeah, but what does that mean?
2,100 years old. It's I understand. I don't know. I didn't know they were using it like that.
But the craziest thing was
That's what I'm asking you. Like, what's your purpose?
The DOD, the CIA, USAID were funding a bioweapons
What would you like it to be,
lab
dog?
in China with our worst enemy.
Yeah.
openly for years.
Thanks, Dr. Fauci.
No, but I mean, shouldn't that be
Yeah,
treasonous to us,
Yeah.
the people of this country?
Well, that's why we
They're
want
our
Fauci
enemy?
in prison.
Well, it's also why we took Nazis into the CIA.
It's
because
also-
So you've never given up any thought, dog?
It's also why.
we don't do it with China. China will do it with Russia.
That's
I mean,
why.
I highly recommend it. It is one of the best series ever, in my opinion. And I do think that, I think I think it's 2, maybe it's 3. Whichever one that they're going to like Belfast, that one it drops off a little bit that season, but it gets back on track pretty quickly. So, but yeah, that, I mean, I don't know. That's weird. A little weird. Mod Eric says more Zippity and Zendaya all day, every day. Objectively, a cat says the R rating is a filthy lie. Packy Proton says, what will Streamception 2.0? What will be Streamception 2.0? You never know. Mr. Put in the context of the way that it was presented. So, right here, Dan Blazarian, is that his name? Like, this is funny as hell.
Here for side. Under square. There we you're good. You're
hell, dude. Here we go.
On board, I want to talk about the Jews. So we got this post from Dan Bilzerian. He says, they clearly cheated. They literally took away my votes. And he's got
Dan Blazarian got like no votes. So he's claiming that he got cheated.
two screenshots with different timestamps. And of course, Dan Bilzerian has lost the election in Florida's 6th district to Randy Fine, who was recently accused of rifling through someone's mailbox.
What?
What? American politics has become psychotic.
What are you doing, Randy?
I want to watch this. Is that? He's gonna go in their mailbox.
Randy Fine is the guy that said that when he like shook Netanyahu's hand that he was never gonna wash his hand or some shit like that. It was so weird. The guy's a weirdo.
Is that what he's doing?
I didn't actually watch the whole video, but
I want to make an offensive
He's like looking around. He's looking around. Oh, look at that.
made sure they weren't home first.
What's he doing? Why is he going through their mailbox?
I don't.
I think if I say it, it's a TOS violation.
So anyway, Dan Bilzerian says they took my votes away, and you can look at this from 7:34 p.m. and it says Randy Fine 8,688 votes with 37.9. Dan Bilzerian with 8,191 at 35.7. And then the race concludes. Dan only has 6,383, so his vote count did go down somehow. And, you know, they always just say, oh, you know, we counted it wrong, but I don't know that I trust any of these systems anyway, so it is a weird thing to point out that happened. And if anything, when they make these stupid mistakes, assuming it is, they just add fuel to the fire for people like Dan to say that they were cheated out of an election.
Yeah. So. He should be thrilled he's overperforming the polls. I mean, like,
what were the polls? Like, what was it? How was it?
It was like 8%.
Medical attention.
I absolutely love, this is the best race ever, because Randy Fine could not be more Jewish and pro-Israel, and Dan Bilzerian could not be more Jew-critical, like specifically of the Jews and Israel. Yep. So it's just like the most hyper-polarized district race.
That's what's so funny to me, is that the mega pro-Israel guy defeated the mega anti-Israel guy just to continue to show that the internet is not real life. And the things that are important to people on the internet are not important to people in the real world. That's just the truth.
On the issue in the country.
You know, it's interesting considering how much Jewish blood Dan Bilzerian has.
Yeah, dude, it's the most bewildering race where like Dan Bilzerian's also like pretty Jewish, like ethnically speaking. And then Randy
actually Jewish.
Yeah, he's like 15% or something.
That's
That's like a great grandparent or a grandparent.
Yep. Wow. He's got a lot of.
And then Randy Fine is this like complicated character where he's actually like really good on immigration, but then he's also like beyond, like he's also
rifling through people's mailboxes.
Yeah, he's like doing the Biden official where he was like stealing luggage. It's like the same thing. And then he's also like a full blown blood and soil nationalist for Israel, which is like, you know, it's one thing if you're pro-Israel, but he's like legitimately like blood and soil guy, and you're like very complicated figure.
Oh, you remember Dan at the Las Vegas shooting? Oh, I remember that. How many of you have seen Dan Bilzerian at the Mandalay Bay shooting? Dan Bilzerian was out there and he tried to insert himself into a situation with police officers, and like, what the fuck are you doing? It was crazy. Show it. Can I show that? I don't know if I can show that. Is it on YouTube? Let's see. Dan, however you say his name. How do you spell this guy's fucking name? Bilzerian, whatever. Las Vegas. I don't know if I can show this. Let's see. Okay, so I'll play a little bit here, okay? So right here, here's him running as the shooting is going off. Bilzerian, is that how you say it? This is him running as the shots are going off. Okay? Now, I'm not going to play much of that. So then he gets behind a wall here, and I hope I remember this correctly because it's been a long time since I saw it, but he's behind a wall, and there's police officers, and I think he asked for a gun or something like that, and this happens. I'm gonna mute it for a minute, okay? So you got the shots going off, okay?
Hey, the security's boning up.
God, that's terrifying to listen to. So you see, they just pushed him out of the way right here. He's trying to stand there and get in the way, and they push him away. They said, "Get the fuck away from me! I don't know who you are." Like, why are you trying to involve yourself in this? What an idiot, dude! What an absolute idiot!
This is one of those races where I'm like, it's okay to say I don't know if I really have a dog in this fight.
I'm glad I don't live in their district.
It's also funny that Dan Bilzerian, he's doing the JQ thing, but he's doing it in like the third most Jewish district in the country. Yeah. Like if he would have done it, I don't know. There's probably some districts.
Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah, in Dearborn, he'd be crushing.
He'd win.
Part of
They'd be like, well, I'll take him.
Part of his problem is, or at least some of his problem is, he got into it with a lot of the Groypers. And I don't know what the point, like, because he was attacking Nick for,
it was
I don't know
hard
what
to figure
reason.
out what they were mad about.
It was just stupid shit. But the point is, like,
well, see, that's one thing I'm starting to see with the. I can only judge from the outside looking in, because again, I'm not super knowledgeable about all of this. From my perspective,
We're getting close.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm only from the things I've seen from a distance. Love him or hate him,
You can't blame me.
Fuentes was kind of like the OG of like calling out the Jews. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying he was the first, but he was the most prominent person. He was the guy that was like the OG of it. And he suffered. He got a lot. He got debanked. He got deplatformed. All of that. Yada yada yada. And now he was kind of the only guy doing it. Now everybody's doing it. Everybody is, and it's very popular online. But they're not unified at all. So then they become like there's a lot of infighting that is happening with that movement, and it's just like it's such a shit show. It's crazy. Movie Erotic says you're wrong. Am I wrong? Like, was Nick not one of the OGs to do this? I mean, where am I? You got to tell me how I'm really wrong. Suddenly, everyone in the chat's a gun expert. Well, I mean, welcome to the internet. So, well, Alex Jones would call out globalist. He would be a little more vague about it. Fuentes would be a little more direct about it. But I'm talking about, it started on 4chan, yeah, but I'm talking about an individual personality that was the face of it, the figurehead of it. That was Fuentes. But anyway, regardless of that, it's just like they're constantly fighting with each other.
He's attacking the people that are most likely to go to bat for him. Now, I don't know how many Groypers are in that district there, considering
it's Florida, and they're usually young, so probably 3 of them.
Right. but yeah, I mean, Dan's not really a guy that seems to know a whole lot about how politics.
He's just like, all right, so I'm going to go really hard on Jews. Let me pick a district. Let's go pick the oldest state by far in the country. Let me pick the most Jewish district in that state to run. And it's like, dude, like, what are we doing?
I'm very surprised with how much support he got.
Yeah.
He can make this claim about the election was being stolen, but I think Florida is pretty well known for secure elections. I mean, if you think back to, like, they call since the 2000 race, remember the hanging chads and everything? Since then, especially under DeSantis, they call the races very soon, very early. And Florida used to be a state that we waited on forever. And they can go back and they can look at all the ballots, they can do all that stuff, and they can relitigate it. But Tim is right. Like, with all this election integrity, all these questions, anybody can accuse an election being stolen now.
Yeah.
And it's getting kind of tiresome.
Well, I mean, this goes to a discussion we've been having, is just the lack of trust in institutions that we have. Like, COVID really did a job on people. There were already, people that were suspicious of the government. There were a lot of libertarians, ever since, whether it be the Gulf of Tonkin or, the people that don't believe the official story of 9/11.
Glad to share my skills with someone
people that were
talented.
like, the government told me if I like my plan, I could keep my plan, or like your doctor.
Have I seen Nick Shirley's
can
latest
spar
video?
anytime.
It's wild. I do have that one bookmarked.
You can keep your doctor. The government doesn't have a good track record. They've lied about a ton of stuff. And then the COVID thing was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back.
You can't be serious, dog.
His when he's like, he's like a teenager, and basically they're like, yeah, we're going to shut the country, the world down for 2 years when you're basically becoming an adult.
Well, it's about low trust too. And my congressman goes through my mail.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's like the craziest thing.
I know,
But he won though.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why.
Yeah, I wonder.
I do think.
A fucking bullshizer. Fucking faggot ain't gonna play ranked, dude. What a fucking pussy, dude.
Like American politics is just a crazy place right now, and it's not going to get any better. It's going to get crazier. There's going to be crazier people getting involved with this shit, and I don't know. I feel like, as I said, I mean, we are in the attitude era of politics right now. Politics is professional wrestling for the most part, and I think that that's going to continue on. I think it will be the most entertaining reality TV show there is, which is all of American politics right now, at least for the next couple of years, because we have the #1 star in the world at the head of it. And then we see where it goes from there. Weird, crazy times we're in. And now we have CNN melting down because Pete Hegseth used a transphobic slur. Oh man, did he use a transphobic slur? What in the world?
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
What the hell are you talking about, dog?
So Hegseth says, at the Department of War, we do training, not trannies. The only focus of our department, colorblind, gender neutral, merit based. That's it. We want the best. Let's hear what CNN has to say.
Defense Secretary.
Nice, another faggot unranked match, dude.
To campaign. He was at the
fucking faggot.
Monday, and he used a slur against trans people. Take a listen.
We need guys like this man right here having our back in Congress as we get rid of DEI at the Defense Department. At the Department of War, we do training, not trannies. The only focus of our department, colorblind, gender neutral, merit-based. That's it. We want the best.
I mean, first of all, I'm still just not going to get over the fact of seeing like a current Secretary of Defense campaigning for somebody. I don't think I've ever seen anything.
Fuck off. Fuck off. This is Trump's America. We don't care what you think. We don't care how offended you are. We don't care how performative you are. It doesn't matter.
I like that.
Correct. I mean, to your point, Jake, it's not unusual for cabinet secretaries to campaign for candidates, but when it comes to members of the national security team, especially the Secretary of the War, Secretary of DOD, you do not typically see those people out there campaigning. First of all, you're out for war, so you should be focused on that in Washington, D.C. avoiding the Trump started.
We're not at war.
We're
not at
definitely
war.
know that. What I will also say this, Jake. First of all, Iowa is very much a state in play, both at the governor level and the senatorial level this cycle. Obama won it in 2012. That's the last time a Democrat won on the presidential campaign side.
Holy fuck. Dude.
One Op 4 remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
In a presidential campaign, but it's a very, very, very marginal state. For Republicans, Democrats have very good chances there this year. I think voters are sick and tired of this rhetoric. They are tired of the tariffs and how it's impacting farmers. They're tired of prices being high. This does not.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Wars. Voters are sick and tired of it, especially the independent voters will ultimately make the decision in these races in Iowa.
And I just also wonder, sure, Michael, I mean, just calling transgender people trannies, like that's obviously a slur that they don't like, and people can have their opinions on sports or whatever.
Well, what do they like?
Holy
so I'm supposed to have a checklist of words that mentally ill people don't like, so I can't use those words? Get the fuck out of here.
But like, there is just something about like treating people with dignity.
CNN, the network
Why
that
have you
lies
done
about
this,
Trump all day long and Trump supporters all day long wants to talk about dignity. Okay, Mark Millen says props to CNN for getting Troon to report on this slur. Good Lord, man. These people, it's absolutely, Pete Hegseth he's become more popular now just by saying this. I'm just calling it like it is. Nobody's offended by this. Nobody that matters. No one that actually matters is offended by this. And anyone that is offended by this, they don't matter and we don't care. Sorry, just telling you the truth. Nobody cares. Joshua says, remember kids, X-Twitter is not real life. Very true. The Exalted Patriarch says, women vehemently supporting Lindsay Clancy would not give the same grace to Chris Benoit. Correct. TJ says, when did I say I wanted to hear you speak? Best forward speech, AOC Sweeney.
Aren't you gonna thank your parents for preparing you for life, dog?
I hate his tariffs.
And they do such an amazing job, dude. Nice.
A Dark Red Knight says that you're going to play the new Fortnite season this weekend. You're damn right. Is it this weekend? Yes, 100%. D-Day Cobra Gaming. Be on the lookout for it. East Coast Toast
What does
Boys
great
says,
OP
no food,
mean?
half gallon of chalky milk on empty gut. That would be bad. Miniature Rumthing says people panic about socialist winning. Need to be reminded that socialist poster boy Saeed lost his home district in the primaries by 30 points. 30 points. Thank you. Packy Protest says Pro is live in 15. He will love this news. What? Okay, hang on. Now I'm confused on what news. Nate the Great says, hey, Jeremy, hope you and your family are doing well. Nips Litter says, notice how many leftists cared about the narrative they make out of Supergirl rather than the film itself. The box office basically loses. Yep. Grinder Drum says, we okay? Still want a super chat sometime. Yes, dude, listen. I can be a extremely sarcastic person. I can promise you. You have almost never seen me really upset about anything on the internet. It just doesn't happen. It is always sarcasm for me. So we're cool. What was this about the supporting Google and Apple super chat the other day? Minister Ronthing says women's empathy has been weaponized and twisted for political power, so much to the point where they're genuinely have no idea what empathy actually means. You're not wrong. Sith Lord says that the 19th was a mistake. John freaking Murdoch for 50 says I looked up Troon on the internet. I'm not sure what town in Scotland has to do with CNN.
Mission failure.
You know what? I'm going to let you have that one. I'm not even going to correct you. I'm just going to let you have it. So there you go. All right. We're just going to let you continue to believe that one, John. Mar Millen says, only time Jeremy was upset is when I sent him the Black Grand Canyon in retaliation for showing us a black hole. I wouldn't say upset, Mar Millen. Traumatized? Yes. For the first time in my life, considered therapy? Yeah. Yeah. I considered therapy after you sent me that one. But we're good now. We're good now.
What the fuck?
All right. Daniel says, I'm not even married, but if my wife posted a video of herself
Have you seen the
alluding to
trailer
our kids, I would
for a movie
divorce
called
her on the
Whale
spot
Fall?
and take the kids far away. That would be a good call. Grannis Potato says, is the Nick Cage movie Mom
The movie
and
about a
Dad
guy
becoming
getting
a
swallowed
thing,
by
the
a
movie
sperm
where
whale.
parents go psycho and off their kids?
The entire
Let's
movie
hope
is
not.
him inside the whale.
Mr. No One says every one of
Yeah.
those moms posting those vids should have their kids removed from them. The moms are basically threatening their own freaking kids. I agree. I mean, if I was a family member of one of those women, I would
No,
be incredibly
it's like a
concerned.
fucking, it's him in a stomach,
Incredibly.
like an actual sperm whale.
There's no justifiable reason why you would do that. Ministry of Rum thinks says suddenly Wanda Maximoff art makes sense. VJ says, Jared, have you covered what happened in Dearborn? I haven't. Mod Eric says, can you drive a forklift, Jeremy? I'm probably not as good as I once was, but I'm good once as I ever was. Shout out to Toby, R.I.P. Dan Campbell says, I was driving forklift at 6 years old. Sup, girl. Now that's how you get the ladies right there, okay? That's how you get the ladies. Minister of Run thinks there's a dark alley.
For attempting to defuse your bombs.
Razor wire up.
말보다는 행동이지.
What do you think about the Judens? The Judens. Go get a fucking kill.
Reloading ammo.
Oh. Nice. Wait, you get shocked by your own fucking barbed wire?
Friendly, last operator standing.
Nice.
Critical bomb located. Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Just lost your team the
No.
game, dog.
Not Dark Alley. Heir to the Empire says botching the grift tax. Movie Roddick says Jared's been paid off by Big Odyssey and Israel. Yes or no? I have not been paid off by Odyssey. I've been paid off by Universal. Okay, Universal. Van Nielsen says that you're gonna watch the Indy race in DC this weekend. I might check it out. The Under Armour Gamer says, "Hey Fig, have you ever going to finish Tulsa King? I need to. Probably when the next season comes out, I'll binge through it." Mr. Blue Sky says, "Meta SOA. Hollywood has completely lost the plot." Well, the thing I want to know about this SOA thing is Kurt Sutter involved, the creator of Sons of Anarchy? Because if he's not involved, I don't see what the point of it is at all. Let's see. Packet Proton says you need a pallet or you need a cleanser. Pro is live. He challenged someone to send him $300 to eat a ghost pepper. You really want me to check out Pro's live stream, don't you? Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. He really wants me to check out Pro's live. All right. So here we are with WDW Pro. All right. So Pro's live. Okay. Hold up. What type of super chat challenge this motherfucker got? All right, so he's getting super chat challenges. I ain't got no fucking super chat challenge. I don't have a super chat challenge. Why don't I have one? Well, because I have faith that the audience is going to send them anyway.
Your drone has
Okay?
located a bomb.
And I think they're going to just explode for the rest of the season with ratings. Way bigger than before.
So there's the pro show. You should. The only time I've done that is like for a troll or whatever. So he still needs 16 more to let's see, 16 more to eat a ghost
5
pepper.
seconds to go.
So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep it playing in the background. I am curious about the Sons of Anarchy deal though. If Kurt Sutter
fucking part! Dog, you better get in there. Nice. Dog, you fucked up. Dog, they busted the game, dog. Get in there. Fire! Dog, you better get in there.
Involved. Not maximizing your grip. Failure. I know, man. Like, all right, here. You know what? How about we just add a challenge, okay? Let's see. Start a goal. I just want to get one super chat.
You have dropped the diffuser.
For
5 seconds.
$2.
Friendly, last operator.
Can I get one super chat for $2? And I'll play.
Cool. That's realistic, right?
Okay. One super chat, one $2 super chat. Can we pull this off?
Whoa.
Can we get one super chat? Did the goal go through? Goal created. It didn't get it. So
you're gonna ban Ulrich Stuff.
We got 30 minutes. Oh, there it is. Oh, we did it. We did it. We even got the congratulations. We even got the. All right, we feel accomplished now. We're feeling good.
Solid
good things
snake.
are happening. There's some good vibes going on. I'm liking it. I'm feeling really, I set the bar really low and we're feeling pretty good about it. So show the Sweeneys. No at Delta Dragon with the $2. See, I didn't even throw like a. Listen, I'm a nice guy.
I don't
okay?
understand.
I could have put a $50 goal up there, but I didn't. I mean, why would I do that? I could have put the $50 goal. I decided, you know what? I respect my audience way too much, okay? Way too much. Now, I probably am thinking, hey, if I don't ask for the 50 or 100 or a proper 199,
Need to locate a bomb.
and if I just ask for a $2 goal, it makes it look like I respect my audience. So then somebody will then send a proper 199 as a thank you, and it makes me look like I'm a good guy because I didn't ask for it. I asked for the $2, and the people in the audience are like, wow, he's a great guy. He didn't even ask for a proper 199. He only asked for $2. We respect him. We're going to send him one anyway. You know? I think that's probably what I was doing. But who knows?
10 seconds.
No one believes you. No one?
5 seconds.
At least somebody believes me, I would think. Respect that good Jared.
You've located a bomb.
We try.
Make your
We
way
try.
to its location and defuse it.
Drone is ready to go.
Reloading.
Fuck. What the hell did you just say to me? Dude, could it be the case that you just shit at the game? Oh yeah, dude. Or you just fucking suck. Nah, I'm not doing nothing you fucking telling me to do. Fucking cunt.
Okay, so next up, here's all right. So you brought up Nick Shirley's video. I did have this one. Take my money tax. We like that. We like that. So the Nick Shirley video.
Should have been a porn
I did
star,
see this
dude.
one right here, and he did like a cold opening. Meet California State Assembly Chief of Staff in Sacramento. He printed and handed out, quote, allegedly Nick Shirley has a small penis. Prove me wrong. You got to be kidding me.
I can do the same thing, Nick. What does that do for you?
Mia Bonta, do you think her creating a bill that...
Bro, that looks like Doug Stamper. Oh my God. Hang on. Doug Stamper in House of Cards. Look at this shit. Tell me this don't look like Doug Stamper. Holy shit. It really does.
Pick a gun.
would make it basically illegal, give someone a $4,000 fine for looking into immigration support service providers.
Did you guys hear that Nick Shirley has a small penis, allegedly?
Wow, that's so adult of you.
Did you hear about this? Nick Shirley
you would never
allegedly
see
has
it.
a small penis. Well,
That's
I don't know.
fucking
This
incredible.
is what they're reporting. Have you seen this?
Well, the reports are wrong.
They're reporting. Well, we don't know. Prove me wrong.
No, I'm not. I don't do that.
Prove me wrong. It was good enough for Charlie Kirk. Prove me wrong.
You don't want to do that.
Well, if you consent.
Wow. Bringing Charlie Kirk into it.
I mean, we are in California. They do support pedophiles.
I can't.
I think you're over 18.
There's 50,000 empty bottles in my
Nick Shirley has a small
room.
penis. Do you have any comment on Nick Shirley's?
I'm breathing the plastic
Comes out
in
here,
my
you know,
lungs.
it's risky for him to be out here. He could be banned or criminalized.
Fucking
you know?
burping up bottle
If you're having a small
caps.
penis, is that a criminal?
I
Are you
don't
going to
know
introduce
what
that
to do.
legislation to somebody, member?
Hey, sir,
To
well,
ban Nick
to look at
Shirley's
your penis, you'd have to lift up your...
Dude, the left is so retarded. They can't meme. They can't joke. They're so
I wish I could have been
stupid.
born
They're so
white,
cringe.
dog.
Why are they this way?
Then I could have taken over the world.
Why are they the way they are? I have no idea.
You're fat to even look at it, so
I'm out,
you
guys.
should work on that before you allege somebody else about their own penis.
Hey, gentlemen, have you guys heard these public reports? Nick Shirley allegedly has a small penis. There's an investigation going.
Holy shit. You are not the good guy in this situation.
Yeah.
Going up to random strangers and talking about
I'm
another
on the
man's
man's side.
size. Holy crap.
Going on. If you like, there you go. Thank you so much. There's
I'm doing just fine. To see yours, you have to literally lift up a flab of fat to look at yours.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nick.
Yeah, man, they gotta fucking stop doing that. Like, rape charge at every fucking thing, dude. Like,
I don't have.
it's getting
I'm
real
not- they're
fucking old.
reporting on me having a small dick. Like I don't have any reports, but
I want to say this, like, you, regardless of how people feel about Nick Shirley, I don't like Nick Shirley. I have ultimate respect for him for going out there and doing this.
Insertion
He
in
is
5
in
seconds.
danger every second he is out there doing this. He is
You've
in
located a
danger
bomb. Make your
every
way to its
single
location
second.
and defuse it. The diffuser is no longer
It
in your
takes
possession.
balls to do
Friendly
what he's doing.
fire is now active.
I don't think
Oh.
anyone would ever make a report on you, period.
mean,
And now, who is this man?
Drone is ready.
Fuck.
Drone's ready.
Starting shock drone.
Nice, dude.
Would come out and put such a false statement on a paper to put all around Sacramento. Well, his name's actually Terry, and Terry is the Chief of Staff of the California State Assembly. So this man is the Chief of Staff of the entire Assembly of California, and this is what he's doing with his time.
Oh, oh yeah, you can get a photo. See, people love me. People don't know who you are.
You want to fire? No, I'm gonna.
This is a beautiful lady right here, sir.
Thank you.
See, we're not being hostile.
Okay.
You don't get to touch my things. sir. You
Who
don't
has
get
it
to
now?
steal my things. That actually is a crime.
Come
Nick.
on.
Thank you. You can't steal
Come
my
on.
stuff.
I'm making you work out so people can actually see your penis.
Nick, I know because all the blood's flowing into your arms. It's not flowing into your incredibly, allegedly small penis. Nick, you don't get to touch that. It's not yours.
You must
Hey, she
recover
also-
I can do the same thing, Nick. What does that do
One
for
friendly
you?
operator remaining.
Come on, Nick. Sergeant, I need my Sergeant. I
Here,
need
let's
my
get a
stuff
photo.
back.
You want your photo? Look at all of the papers this guy made. He's gonna put these all around Sacramento.
Lord.
Look at this. Look at this.
Is it part of having an allegedly small penis that you feel the need to steal?
No. You just put it in my face so I grabbed it.
Have been
Look, you
Well,
wanna grab it back?
but no one's putting
You
a
want it
small
back?
penis.
You
I
can
do
have
want
Oh,
it back, please.
fuck.
I know he is. He is
I am
breathing
your
hard. This is California politics. This is hilarious. See, people love me. No way he gets in a Tesla. No way. No way you get in a Tesla. He probably doesn't like Elon Musk. Look at him. Absolute clown. He likes fraudsters.
Oh, did he have the Elon sticker?
Absolute clown.
He had the I bought this before Elon got crazy. Oh,
God, how old is Samuel Jackson though?
he's
Like,
got one of those.
is he even gonna be able to move?
Oh my god! And a handicap sticker. I saw that he had a handicap sticker in the front. Oh my god!
Wait, isn't he in his like fucking 70s or some shit?
Before Elon went crazy.
You know how much do you know how much they hate that Elon Musk is a literal genius who is changing the world, and
He's
they
77.
had to download the hate for him.
Yeah,
and
he's
it drives them
77.
crazy because he is so incredible, and the things that he has created changed the world, and they want to utilize the things that he has given the world, but they've downloaded this opinion that he's terrible.
We
It's
need to locate a
fucking
bomb.
fantastic. Is this more? Is this another one?
And do you think there's any conflict of interest with you being the AG's wife here?
You're doing such a good job. You're making their life miserable, and they're trying to figure out a way to stop you.
Wow, you have a lot of them.
Well, I
How many
mean,
of them do you have?
there's public reports.
Right now, they're passing the bill AB 2624, aka the Stop Nick Shirley Act. This bill was made by Mia Monta. She's an assemblywoman. Also happens to be the wife of the Attorney General, Rob Monta.
5 seconds.
You know what? I'm not going to say anything.
Here inside the state of California. So meanwhile,
and defuse it.
Yeah, what if they do a Clone Wars movie, but they make it about like race inequality? And it's just Samuel L. Jackson. No, it's just Samuel L. Jackson lecturing. Yeah. Just lecturing them. He's like, Anakin, you think you're the only one denied the rank of master? I was denied it several times because of my skin color. Then Ahsoka will fucking come up to Anakin and say she was a sex slave and raped. You're just a white male. You're just a cis white male who is privileged. And you don't know the inequality. Nice. Nice. I don't understand. I don't do that shit.
Get up, get moving.
I don't know the power of the Dirk seed. The Dirkistan.
You have the Attorney General who's supposed to go after the fraudsters, but his wife is currently making bills
Shut
that would make it
your
harder for
fucking mouth,
fraudsters
dude.
to get
Stop fucking
exposed,
dying
and it
for
would
your
actually
team.
penalize those that go out and search and expose the fraud. AB
Fucking piece of
2624,
shit,
aka the Stop
dude.
Nick Shirley Act, is made to
Tired
protect
of your
immigration
fucking
support
bullshit,
service providers. But what is an immigration support service providers? Well, an immigration support
I think it's
service provider
acceptable what you're
includes, but is not limited
doing,
to, nonprofit offices, DOJ recognized entities, community legal clinics, law
No, dog,
offices,
we need some
accredited representative
ambient
sites, and healthcare facilities
outpost.
that provide services to immigrants, whether it be illegal or a legal immigrant. Your tax dollars are funding these entities. So therefore, let's say you go out and you expose a leering.
The fact that Nick Shirley, so the other day, I didn't talk about this, I should have, but Thomas Massey was actually targeting Nick Shirley the other day. And Nick Shirley destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed him on Twitter. But you had Thomas Massey targeting Nick Shirley. Why? How do you think that's benefiting you? Like, you can have, look, if you have problems with Trump or whatever, but like going after Nick Shirley, a regular dude who is going out there putting his life on the line every single day to expose the fraud in America, and you have a problem with that guy, insane.
Center inside of your community. Well, that leering center gives you a piece of paper and says, hey, you cannot publish that video, therefore you cannot publish the video.
I
That is a
don't
direct
know
violation
what's
of the First
going
Amendment.
on,
And then let's also say that
sir.
immigration support service provider claims
Oh,
reasonable fear. Well, then you potentially will get a $4,000 fine.
For context, I'll show you right here. Here's Thomas Massey. Hard to take Nick Shirley seriously until he starts to call out Johnson, Thune, and Trump for funding the daycare fraud. Like, why are you calling him out? So, of course, he gets 37,000 likes on this, okay? Nick Shirley responds, 150,000 likes. In other words, why can't a 24-year-old solve all the government's spending problems? You people in D.C. are a large part of the problem. All you do is complain and whine on X while your job is to actually work for us. I've exposed and saved Americans billions. What have you done? Absolute massacre. Why go after this guy? Of all people. Of all people, you go after Nick Shirley.
And you'll actually have to pay for the
Oh.
ready.
You located the bomb.
Legal fees of the person who's suing you. Therefore, investigative journalists, citizens, and Sadie. You're the way, please. Sadie.
These people who are stealing,
In that room. The real winner was Erica Kirk. A lot of people say.
And it all just worked.
Been trying to get rid of for some time, but Brian Hickerson has not been accused.
Oh. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that one. That was. Oh, okay. So check this out.
What a
I just saw
fucking
this.
retard.
So, as we know, a few days ago, Hayden Panettiere, I think it's how Panettiere, I'm not sure how you say it, passed away, 36
I
years
want to devour the knowledge, sir.
allegedly died from an overdose. A lot of people are speculating that it was a Minecrafting, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Now, police seen at her boyfriend's home days after her death.
Fox News alert, TMZ is reporting
The diffuser
police
has been
aren't
destroyed.
convinced Hayden
Mission failed.
Panettiere died by accident. An investigation's underway. Max Gordon has the details. Max.
Hey, Jesse, police showed up at the Greenville, South Carolina home of Panettiere's on-again, off-again boyfriend, Brian Hickerson, today. This is according to reporting from Fox Digital. Officers appeared to be carrying out
So
a
that has
welfare
to do with
check
the
at around
game.
8 a.m. this morning and again at 10 a.m., but no one answered the door. Fox News Digital reached out to the Greenville Police Department for more information on the door knock, but haven't
Yes,
heard
no.
back. Brian Hickerson and his brother Zach Hickerson called 911 after finding Panettiere unresponsive in a Greenville apartment on Sunday. The police report that Zach Hickerson became very emotional as emergency workers tried to revive Panettiere, and that Brian Hickerson didn't become emotional until EMS declared her dead. According to police, Brian Hickerson also showed an officer a bag of
Did I
medication
fucking ask
that
you?
Panettiere
Did
was
I
on at
fucking
the
ask
time.
you?
TMZ now reporting that the Drug Enforcement Administration now has agents assisting in the death investigation. TMZ also reports that Narcan was found in the apartment. Brian Hickerson
Oh,
and Panettiere
God.
reportedly met through mutual friends.
Oh my god, it's the fucking tragedy, Brock. Oh my fucking god, what are you gonna do? Fuck!
Brian Hickerson and Panettiere had a rocky relationship, and Brian Hickerson was
Guys.
arrested multiple times following domestic violence incidents.
Yo, who's paying for that air show? Did you buy that out of pocket?
That you asked Hayden to keep out of the book.
Fucking rich. Fucking faggot. Guy. Oh, I can't buy a fucking $15 movie, but you know what? I got $500 for a fucking air show on a fucking shitty weather day, dude. Fuck me!
At the time of,
is he trying to sound like Matthew McConaughey? What an absolute d-bag. I mean, it sounds like he's trying to sound like Matthew McConaughey. Like, I'm trying to sound cool.
5 seconds to insertion.
I had a phone in my hand and I said, hey, and I said, I'll give you 10 seconds to run as fast as you can before I throw it at you.
It's incredible.
death, the two appeared to have
Swapping mag!
Oh, fuck, okay. That's data. Done. Oh, fuck.
kindled their romance. parents, and Zach Hickerson confirmed to police that Brian
Holy
Hickerson
shit.
was Panettiere's boyfriend. Panettiere's estranged mother, Leslie Vogel, told NBC News that Brian Hickerson was a person in Panettiere's life that they'd been trying to get rid of for some time, but Brian Hickerson has not been accused of being involved in Panettiere's death. Back to you, Jesse.
All right, so Panettiere is how you say it. I never knew how to say her name. I always said like Panettiere, so anyway, Panettiere. But obviously she's been around for a long time. Again, the most prominent role of hers for me.
Want some cranberry
personally
juice, dog?
Yo. So I don't think anyone thought this. I think everyone thought that
why do you gotta lie to me, dude?
the GTA 6 leaker was basically just putting footage.
Why do you have to say such a blatant fucking lie, dude? You don't want fucking cranberry juice? Who the fuck do you think you are?
He actually has a full build of the game, whether it's an early build or whatever, because he's releasing more videos. But there is actually a video, and I just saw it, of him with the guy
in
the game. Forgot his name. Shooting bullet holes into a wall, and he spelled out leak.
All friendlies have been neutralized.
So this dude has the game, and I hear there's cutscenes out there too right now. Look at this, the posters right here. Of course, I always posted there for you. So it says, GTA 6 leak appears to be more serious than previously reported. The leaker seems to have a build of the game. A fifth gameplay video has surfaced showing Vice City from a plane, along with several radio stations, not yet officially revealed. I saw that video. In the latest video, the leaker shoots the letter
Dog, you're gonna
leak,
play as
the letters
Striker,
leak,
dog?
into a wall, indicating that they were actively controlling the game. This suggests the leaker has a playable build of GTA 6, not pre-recorded clips. That rhyme, don't hate to play the game. Bars! Album dropping next week. Pre-order now on physical and digital. Story cutscenes have also leaked, so be careful if you want to avoid spoilers. It remains unclear how the leaker obtained access to the build or how much of the game they have. Let me tell you something. Sony, along with GTA 6, along with Rockstar, have pissed off so many
Secure the area.
fans.
Keep the bombs protected.
Because initially it was GTA 6, right? That started it, at least, when they were like, well, yeah, we're not releasing any physical copies. The only physical copy you're going to get is a case with a piece of paper in it.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Show them that piece of paper. That's got their
It's not
code
possible,
on it to
sir.
download. That's what they
It's
just
not
telling you.
possible.
So the whole thing is, with it being the biggest game of all time, or potentially the biggest game of all time, people have been wondering,
10 seconds
are they
remaining.
collaborating on this? Did
Right.
Sony
5
use
seconds
them,
and
the
counting.
biggest game of all time?
Located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Oh fuck. What was that?
Device placed. Device positioned. All set to gendarmerie. Now let's see here.
Wait, what the fuck did I just do? Do that.
time to bring in this because
IQ. IQ there. All this. Seen a lot of deaths, dog.
I want to follow. All right, so we got to talk about this. If you have not heard, there's been some massive leaks with the upcoming GTA 6, and I've been keeping up with this story of this game. It has been fascinating because now it's tying into this massive online campaign surrounding physical media. And there are some things that, if you follow me just for a second, initially, once I say what I am going to say, you're probably not going to like how it lands, but I want you to hear me out. I want to start, by actually going through what happened here. Okay, so this leak comes from someone known as, or Cyber Leak, whether it's a group or whatever. Now, the grievance here, and I'm going to read it right directly from their site. It's like really slow right now, but I'm going to read it because I copied everything over. This is what they said. Publishers sell licenses and call them purchases. They ship unfinished games and call them living services. They lock content on disc and call it DLC. They kill games and keep the money. Every year, anti-consumerism tightens its grip. And every year, gamers get less for what they pay. Sentiments that, if you just look at it at the surface, many of you agree. I agree, even. Now, there are 3 commandments that they have here, which really, if you read through it, it's essentially saying that there's more of where that come from, or had come from. Excuse me. First commandment: no consumer shall pay for a game through digital storefronts before release and independent review. Pre-orders were not created for gamers. They were created because physical disc had manufacturing limits. In digital distribution, there is no inventory. There is no stock shortage. A digital copy cannot sell out. Yet publishers kept their pre-order system and stripped away its only consumer benefit. Now gamers pay early and receive nothing in return, except a countdown timer and a cosmetic skin. If publishers want revenue before launch, they can press disc, print boxes, and put them on shelves. Commandment number 2. And by the way, I didn't say the actual commandment. The first commandment is thou shalt not sell digital pre-orders. The second one is thou shalt not sell fake single-player DLC. Their demand here is no publisher shall sell access to single-player content already present in the base game files. Reasoning for that is, when someone pays $70 for a game, they bought the data, all of it, selling them a file that flips locked, false or equals true to locked equals false for single-player mission, character, weapon, or story chapter is charging them twice for the same product. And then you have commandment number 3, thou shalt preserve single-player content. The demand here is that any game featuring single-player content must include an offline fallback state. When server support ends, the publisher must release a final patch that unlocks all single-player content for local indefinite play.
Use your drone to locate a bomb.
This example here is the crew had a single-player campaign. People paid the price, and then Ubisoft shut down the servers, and the entire game died. And the threat here is, these 3 commandments are the floor, not the ceiling. If what is acceptable, if publishers violate them, they will be targeted, saying that they're going to continue to do this. CyberLeak will continue to disrupt their operations until they issue a public statement and apology with a concrete commitment to fix the harm they cause. No private negotiations, no quiet settlements. The public sees it, or the leaks do not stop. Publishers be aware. If CyberLeak can reach Rockstar, no one is safe. This is the CyberLeak edict, and it is non-negotiable.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Drone activated.
Oh,
5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 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 seconds.
recover the diffuser.
Watch for the blast! Claymore deployed.
Down to one friendly. One on four remaining. We have been eliminated.
Oh.
This is the part that I think many of you are going to disagree with me if you just hear me out on the first statement. And that is, I think the reasoning behind the leaking is corny, for lack of better terms. And I say this out of love for all of you because it does not get to the root of the actual problem. And this has been my issue, not just with games, but with pretty much every form of optional entertainment. This is not material that any of you or myself actually need to consume, okay? The problem here, which goes completely unaddressed when you ask or try to make these demands in some sort of capacity, especially when you have people even aiming their
Remember the Titans, because I've seen Remember the Titans so many times. But she was in Heroes, Nashville. You know, and I watched like the first season of Nashville, and it's just crazy, man. 36 years old. She obviously was dealing with a lot. She's got videos of her talking about some of the stuff that she's been through. Hollywood and the entertainment industry is just a bad place with bad people, and it destroys people and things like that. And it's sad. So I don't know. Is there foul play involved? I guess we're gonna find out. This guy, just from that clip that we saw right here, he doesn't seem like a good guy.
10 seconds.
Just doesn't seem like a good dude at all. But that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of shitty people out there. It doesn't mean that they're, you know, criminals or anything like that. But very, very sad. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it. So RIP to her.
Left us both vulnerable. And if you'd come to us first, we might have avoided all of this.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. The diffuser is now secured.
Selenite is up. Finding a better spot.
Claymore deployed.
Setting up a
Oh, okay. Wait.
Bomb has been located.
Use lambda function.
Loading mag!
Op 4 last operator standing. One friendly operator remaining. Op 4 eliminated.
Prayers up to her and her family. The Bella Stella for 10 says, fascinating. You're fascinating to talk to. I need that clip. I need to get that clip on here so we can play that. Little Jim Salo says, Minnesota DA wants him extradited from Texas. I'll have to look into that one. That's pretty wild. Can't believe she was 2 years younger than me. Yeah, I mean, whenever something like that happens, you start thinking about, your own, situation, and it's like, oh man, it's tough. I saw that the White
drug
House
overdose, right?
posted this right here. A lion among sheep with President Trump walking
I don't
in
know
front of the press.
what she was in.
Absolutely freaking awesome. Now, as per usual, whenever Trump or the White House post something like this, MAGA memers step up, and of course we get that.
Oh.
Why is he so memeable? Why is it so easy for him? It doesn't matter. He's the most memeable human being we have ever seen. It is amazing. And it all just works. Like every bit of it. There's never a time where a Trump meme happens, you're like, yeah, that doesn't work. Every Trump meme is perfection. You can do anything with Trump in memes. You can make him look any way, and he's still cool.
5 seconds.
He's still the coolest. Even though Trump literally isn't cool, he's the coolest at the same time. And there's nobody else you can say about, like, you can't say that about anyone else. Like, Trump is simultaneously not cool and also the absolute coolest ever. It's amazing. He's like Fonzie, But yeah, a lion among sheep. The man. Little rar at the end. It's so cute. That's what he does. Good old Trump. Okay, last thing we're going to talk about here. And no, I'm not playing Fortnite tonight. I think the big update is tonight, if I'm not mistaken, for the season. Am I right about that? Is there any update? Let me know. Because I do think that's happening tonight. So this weekend, yeah, with the new season, I will more than likely play that this weekend. Okay, so I did see this guy right here. I'm not overly familiar with this guy, but Patrick Bet David reveals the winner of the Candace Owens Andrew Wilson. Ready for this one?
So you guys really want to know who I thought the winner was in the debate between Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens about Tyler Robinson and Charlie Kirk? You really want to know? You ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this, right? So hear me out. It's a little bit controversial what I'm going to say, and I haven't heard this theory anywhere else, but I think I'm right. Right? So hear me out. I don't think the real winner was Candace Owens. I thought she did well. I thought that she handled herself well. I thought that she was calm and collected. I respect that. And she came knowing her facts, right? Andrew Wilson, I think he also did a fantastic job. I think the shaking was a little bit too much, but I thought he did a pretty good job. But they were not the real winners. You want to know who the real winners was? Who the real winner was? Guess what? The real winner was not even in that room. The real winner was Erica Kirk. A lot of people say PBD, have you lost your mind? You've gone mad. How was Erica Kirk the winner? I'll tell you why. Hear me out. You ready? The reason that Erica Kirk was the winner of that debate was because she got to sit there and watch two people debate, especially one of them saying that she was responsible for her husband's death.
Holy shit. Oh my God, spot on.
Assassination, right? And you know what? Guess what? Erica Kirk can now say, I've heard the case. I understand your facts. I understand where you're coming from. I disagree with it. I would like you to stop. And now nobody can say to Erica Kirk that you haven't at least heard it. She heard it. She heard about the accusations that were more insinuated and more to do with vibes and feelings, right? And she heard it. And I thought that was extremely respectable of both people to come together. They sat down, they had a debate, they disagree with each other, violently almost disagree with each other, but they sat down and they discussed it, right? And Erica Kirk got to hear a woman say that she was responsible for her husband's assassination and that she did it so she could take over Turning Point USA. I respect that. And guess what? You want
each udder, yes, each udder. This is freaking fantastic. PBD, who's pretty good at having self-awareness, should 100%.
Wall reinforced!
So called for dog. Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck. Oh. Dude, what the fuck is going on here? You think it's a good idea to have like a cup of like warm milk like before going to bed? You think that would help me? Why warm water? Where the fuck? Ah! Just have that fucking malt mix. I don't have it anymore. Fuck. Really good.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Like, I really need to fucking improve my sleep.
Hostiles eliminated.
Because this is just fucking terrible, man. Like, after a certain point, there's only so many nights on, like, 4 hours of sleep where
and I'll tell you why. Not
your body just stops functioning properly.
Guess what? What I'm saying is Candace Owens took $300,000 to engage in this debate because for her friend Charlie, right? She didn't do it for free because it was important that she gets her case across for $300,000.
Warm bowl of oatmeal before going to bed would feel really nice.
I take my hat off to you. Go and enjoy. And she also got to put her case forward to defend her friend Charlie, right? And then Andrew Wilson. Think about Andrew Wilson. Nobody thinks about it. But Andrew Wilson, you know, I've had him on. He's an eloquent guy. I've seen him on Joe Rogan. He's doing great. He's doing the rounds. He's getting momentum. And he gave the $300,000. But guess what? He also gained $250 million in ad revenue when you take all the
2026
X
September.
clips
That's
combined,
okay.
the
Cool.
TikTok
So this
clips
isn't
combined,
expired.
the Instagram clips
Fuck
combined, the
yeah.
Facebook clips combined, the YouTube Shorts and clips
I'm
combined.
not going to be able to watch PBD again without picking up on all of
Richard,
these things now. And wait a minute, hear me out. Hear me out.
What
Like
the
I'm
fuck
not going to
I'm
be able to watch him
saying,
the same
dog?
again. Not as bad as Tucker,
Secure the bombs.
but mainly because I really dislike Tucker. But at this point, but I really like PBD.
He made millions of dollars, and guess what? Now he has many more hundreds of thousands of subscribers. He's the real winner.
God.
All this to defend their friend.
Where the fuck is the directions?
Now, I never was a winner, right?
Microwave?
I never took a penny, right? They offered me $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. I said, I don't want the money. I don't care about the money. I don't need it, right?
Located a bomb. Protect it.
But you know who the real winner was after Eric
Oh, I don't have fucking
You want to know who it is?
skin
You ready for this? The real winner.
You know what I'm
was the
talking
audience at home.
about?
10 seconds to insertion.
Again, you might say to me, PVD, why are they the winner? I'll tell you why.
5 seconds and counting.
Because now they learned that there is a new shoe out there that blends comfort, function, and luxury. A shoe that took 2 years to make.
God almighty. Why?
You've been exposed.
Got any magnesium pills, dog?
Made a shoe that could have been made cheap or fast. I chose neither, right? I didn't choose either, so I went to Tuscany.
Those help.
I really want you to think
Sleep.
about that. I really want you to think to yourself,
Dude,
who is
can
the
you give
real
me
winner
some of
of
your
this
meds?
debate? Not me, not Candace Owens, not Andrew Wilson.
I want the ones that just knock you out. I need that right now. Fuck.
Left.
Have a good night, Basket City.
Can't be serious, dog. You can't be fucking
Basket City.
serious.
Hey, has anybody got? Give me 2 minis if you got them.
Yeah, I got them right here.
I got
These are my last two. Those are my last 2 minis. I got 150 left. You want a 52? My connection has been great. Who needs a 50?
Oh,
Mo, Jay, you want a
fuck.
50?
Discord is fucking
Right
retarded.
here, on me. Everybody.
That used to be a pitcher.
Hey, there's a person behind you, Mo. Person behind you.
Copy that.
Vegeta, I think.
I think.
Yep, there he is, right there.
Yeah, he's going left to right. Are we on small ammo? I got 40 small ammo.
I got
on my
here. I got 300
I got
here.
442. Actually.
Drop some.
Oh my
drop
gosh,
some
I
for
only
me.
got 40. Yeah, here we go.
Oh,
Thank you. I'm plenty.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I still have plenty.
okay, I got it all time.
Shot grenades if anybody wants them.
Jeremy, conservative.
I got talking about telling them, dog.
Conservative. We're playing for the dub.
Right here, they're gonna get out and reboot.
Yeah, but hold on. Okay. Under the bridge.
I don't know if we should chase him down or not.
No, just get him.
Is Fauci got 11 years previous pardon. You know,
Of course.
Joe Biden wanted to make sure that he never had to face the music for any of
And
that.
Metabiota was owned by the son.
Who's that?
Hunter. He had Metabiota is a Ukrainian medical company that was involved in Wolf and all these people involved in Moderna. Everything that was going on with the COVID, a lot of it was coming out of Ukraine.
I think it's the age of nationalism may be waning. I thought this in 2007. I've been
Gonna
thinking
kill the
maybe
Jews,
it's all
dog.
seems defunct, except for control of the militaries. You want standing armies with nations for the most part because you don't want the corporations to take over. But de facto,
Nothing
the
lose.
corporatocracy seems to be running pretty Oh yeah, it's not a corporate. We're not corporatist. We're corporatocratic. Corporatists were like in the 1850s. It was more like guild stuff. So yeah, we have nations, but don't get angry at China.
You know,
Look at how the money is flowing
Valerian
behind
is a
the
type
scenes
of
the
tea.
corporate movement. And
Organic valerian root. I don't know where it's from. I'm going to take 20 different things that promote sleep
but the
and
Chinese
see what
people are
happens.
amazing, and they would. The banking system would love to see the American people and the Chinese people hate each other because
What
it
do you
just gives them more fuel to fund.
That's why they're funding the DSA. That's why they're funding the socialism. That's why the People's Forum is funding all of this. And it's not just them. There's funding for this coming out of the EU. The EU wants this
Well, I wonder
too.
if it's
They
the
want
case that you have to
a
take these things
global,
consistently
socialist,
for the effect to
technocratic
actually work.
governance model. They've been talking about it for
Can't
decades.
just
It's
do
called
like a
Agenda
one-off.
2030. And they think they're close and they think they're winning. And you know what? They're waiting out Trump. They hope that, they'll take care of him after the midterms. And that's it. That's why everyone's fighting about the wrong thing. The constitutional republic is what they want to end, and China is funding it.
I think we can build a digital corporate governance, like what they want to do with the World Economic Forum, but do it with like X or a favorable company that we could install a constitutional republic in the code from the software, so it functions like a free speech network.
Yeah, I think we have to start looking at really what BlackRock and Vanguard and all these people are. Because I saw Annie Jacobson was on, I think Rogan, and she said that she went to DARPA, and they were essentially
So what you're
saying
saying is you're blaming the patriarchy.
So like, where is this going? I just think the idea that the constitutional republic, first of all, I think it got taken over in 1913, but I think it's still the same money, the same banks, the same architecture, and they're protecting it. And I think that, this DSA movement, even the care, all the care people winning, the Muslim Brotherhood people winning, all that, I think that they're winning by making us all hate each other and destroying, the MAGA, destroying the podcaster world, destroying, the DSAs fighting with the Democrats. They're making so much chaos.
You think you'd be able to drink a cup of boiling hot water for $100 million?
You said what are these tech bros have more power than politicians? Is that what you said, or more power than
governments than us?
Than governments. I think what that's leading towards is a new founding fathers, another layer of they want to recreate a global government, and they want to be the founding fathers of that, or they feel like there's no other way than they must do it because they're the ones that are building the software.
Well, because they're the smartest people in the room, didn't you know?
Like a coffee mug.
And the worst part is that they
worth
think
of
that
hot boiling water,
if you hear
so
them speak
whatever
at
that
Davos, I
is.
cover it every year, and they just had this global council conference, and they put out this whole thing. They have the Population Council at the United Nations. Well, I'm like, where does this come from? I look into it. You go back, it's Rockefeller. It's the Eugenics Society of like the 20s and 30s.
Manhattan Project, isn't it?
Right, has evolved into the UN's Population Council. Then you see like Gates there.
Wild.
Okay, fine,
And you see,
250
what's his
millimeters.
name that just died? Ted Turner and Soros. And you read through it, and they say that they have to cut the population
was
of
to
the
make the bomb.
planet in half to
Spins off of that.
to 4 billion by 2200, or the planet's not going to make it. So they are planning again, and this is the World Economic Forum. So I'm telling you, they have not stopped their full speed ahead. Just like COVID-19 was the Great Reset. I really do think that
Was it though?
No, but they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I think they overplayed their hand, and too many people saw it.
I agree.
But it was supposed to be.
Their plan has.
No, it's a rabbit hole. Manhattan Project and eugenics and all of that stuff. There's just, I will actually send you all the Wikipedia rabbit holes, how they kind of back end into one another and kind of give contiguous form throughout the years up until the modern day. It's interesting, and I'm sorry that we're so deep into stuff. It's like, fine. I'm sorry, folks at home. this is really so. The Manhattan Project was the very first of its kind to bring together all the nations, kind of the U.S. recruited scientists from all these countries, whatever. Hence why we didn't keep the atomic bomb secrets, because they all deflected back.
I feel like you wouldn't even be able to control your reaction,
We
though.
paid for, but that was the.
Oh, God. Don't say. I'm in my kitchen right now, so I can't see it. What does it look like?
Op 4 eliminated.
Ah.
First reiteration of like a globalist like type structure, and everything that we have now, from Davos to Brussels to you name it, all comes from that group.
That was
Like
kind of the genesis of
that,
it.
the genesis of like that concept of like the most.
So you don't
brilliant
think
minds in
like
the
the
world have put
fat
together. Look at what we
from
did. And then
like a
they showed off
warm
it with
glass of
glee in
milk
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
would help
Like,
you fall
look at what we
asleep?
did.
So
Exactly.
the next
Exactly.
iteration now of the Manhattan Project scientists working on the atom bomb is the genetic scientists working on the genome
It's like
project.
it's a modern,
yeah,
pretty much.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It back ends like all the way throughout the years.
Maybe like 30
into one
minutes.
another.
So who's the Nazis that they're trying to defeat right now? Is it the free speech advocates? Like, do they look at nationalism as
I think nationalism
Individual
is a dirty
liberty.
word. Yeah, individual liberty. Yeah.
is unacceptable. Individual liberty is unacceptable. Property, they
Well,
want big
usually when you
government,
have
everyone depending on
like a
government.
high-fat meal
The
in
thing
the evening, apparently that's supposed to help with the
reality, neural
getting you
technology,
sleepy.
and then everyone's going to choose to live in their own private fantasy world.
And I think
And most of the people are already there.
And by Tim's book coming out on this very subject.
Which is not. No, I don't have a book on that.
Wasn't it something about virtual reality, like the fiction that you wrote?
TV show idea.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay.
TV show idea, but we don't have the means to produce a TV show.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
With AI now, I guess.
But I.
Are you claiming you don't have good sleep? Are you now stating that you don't have good sleep? Are you claiming that about yourself?
10 seconds.
No, are you claiming that you don't have good sleep?
Insertion in 5 seconds.
Damn, dude. You some kind of fucking doctor? Huh? Fucking guy can't fix a fucking sore shoulder. Fucking piece of shit. They gotta put up with your fucking nonsense, so I'd say they're getting underpaid. Have to have some faggot come in every fucking other week. Doctor, my fucking shoulder. Piece of shit. Dog, this ain't a fucking DLC map, dude. This is not. No, man, this ain't possible, dog. Calypso. Calypso, dog. Fuck. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Op 4 eliminated.
I think you're right. The inevitability of
You have a great space here. You could really turn into a set.
About the lockdown.
No, we're gonna do a show here. We're gonna use the space, the warehouse, and we're gonna call it.
What the fuck you're doing?
You know, it'll be like 1 versus 20 pincered.
You don't know
and we
what
put
the
like
fuck
1
you're doing.
conservative versus 20
Dude, I
liberals.
remember when Trump said that at that press conference.
I don't know.
It would get violent
Fuck
now,
they're
though.
doing. That's fucking amazing.
Pincer is when you
Oh
come from both
man.
sides. Didn't you
Like a
just do
social
that?
rub, yeah.
What do you call it? That thing in
The best part is just when he
This is what
walks
everybody's
off.
talking about. By the way, what was your?
He's just
I
like,
could
they don't
never
know
sit
what the
through
fuck they're
insufferable,
doing. Do you
like,
understand
hordes of
that?
people around me.
And then he
the
just
fact
fucking
that,
walks
you
off.
know, in pre-production, we mentioned like it's going to be called 1 moderate
Oh
versus
my
20
God,
progressives,
Ted.
or it's going to be 1 moderate versus 20 progressives featuring Tim
Well,
Pool or Tim Pool. And I was
I
like,
couldn't
you know,
live
they
to
said, well, A/B test
walk
it,
on
which
another
the fact that it's
planet.
Tim Pool versus
I
progressives
couldn't
shows
live before
that,
social media, but
like, there's no debate in that
I
whole thing.
lived
It's literally
just
they come
in
and sit down and
time
they scream,
for
"I hate you, Tim Pool."
President Trump.
Okay.
It's not talking to him.
You can't.
Terrible, dude.
But the issue right now is here's what's happening right now is
Yeah, dude.
purists. There's a
Yeah.
starvation for
How does
attention.
this affect your life?
So
Tell me right now.
Candace Owens was just literally
How does it
having-
affect your
we're in
fucking
what's
life?
organic, the
Huh?
attention
Did it
economy.
fix your back?
We had a labor
Why the
economy.
fuck do you
we had a
care?
service sector economy. Then we had the
Fucking piece of
information
shit.
economy, which was just like
Oh, he
internet,
fucked up his
apps
back?
started to become a thing. But now we're in the attention economy where information is instantaneous. So the information economy, which was like 2000s, 2010s.
Oh, what a
was that
fucking loser, dude.
There was money to be made in getting information to people faster.
Bro,
than
why don't
anyone
you
got.
fucking talk some sense
So if
into
you
that
were- if
pussy,
you were
dude?
online, you were
Tell him
learning
what
things
real
faster than
fucking
people who watch
pain
TV, but
feels
a lot
like.
of people were trading stocks and working business on TV. Now that everyone is online, it shifted to attention to maximize new things you can buy and ways to spend your money. The problem now.
A bomb must be located and defused.
Yeah. I think you have to work at it to get it stronger, no? I think if you tear your bicep, that bicep is going to be weak forever, or susceptible forever to getting torn again. So I don't think it gets stronger.
And ubiquity of social media.
It's like if you try to
ease of
deadlift like
access to
400
production
pounds and you
has
tore your
flattened
bicep.
so much
I don't
that
think if you
everybody is now
deadlift
competing with everybody. So during the
400
information
pounds
economy, one of the things
again,
that really
it's
pissed off the
necessarily
corporate
going to
press
be
was that they
stronger.
spend
I think just
$100,000
like
to go and
maybe
cover
you
Occupy
can
Wall Street. It's like a van, satellite, big cameras, to be
rehab
able to transmit.
that area,
And
but
I show up
also
with
all
my
the
cell phone.
surrounding
It's low quality, but the
tissue to
information
help
was out.
support
The quality didn't matter. The information did. So these
that
big
like
corporations
insertion
got
point or
really mad
wherever.
and said, "F these people. It's fake. Don't trust them." Now so the problem for them was they literally did talks on this at like big events. How can we compete with a guy who's spending $20 to go down and cover a
Why
major
don't
news
you
event? We have
fucking
to spend on salaries, on
do a
trucks,
bench
insurance,
press
equipment. It's
where
impossible.
the pec tears off the shoulder and it like shoots up
How can
into the middle of the
a
chest?
corporation like Timcast with staff, facilities, compete with every single random person?
Friendly mission success.
And so what we're
I'm
seeing
just
now
trying to
with
like
Instagram
make
and
you
TikTok,
into like some
as
kind of
we're in the attention
mosaic
economy,
where like
videos are becoming
your
increasingly
left
short.
shoulder or whatever, like your shoulders are misaligned, then you have like a pec. Yeah, and like you have one pec that's just like bulging out for whatever reason. It's like completely torn off the shoulder. Yeah. And then, have one of your Achilles like completely popped. And yeah, you already said one glute is bigger than the other, so just keep on doing what you're doing for that. Oh well, what the fuck, dude? What's the safe amount of what's the highest, safest amount of melatonin you can take at once? Hmm.
Secure the bombs.
That must work, right? I wonder, does it make you sleep longer, or does it make the sleep you have better? Oh. So this Calypso building is just like all Art Deco.
5 seconds left.
Let's steal out a few more of these. Setting up some more.
Bomb location
Oh,
secure.
fuck.
Your location has been compromised.
Window barricaded.
Wow.
Camera ready to activate.
Barricade completed. Additional connections couldn't hurt our odds.
Camera ready to activate.
Shields out.
Is there 2 fucking shields on your team? How do you make your voice like that? That sounds like super nasally.
Op 4 found a bomb. You must defend it.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Friendly, last operator standing. All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
I wonder who told you to ask that fucking retarded question, dude. $2027. That would be pretty interesting. Like a Game of Thrones type of movie in theaters. That'd be pretty interesting.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Yeah, what if they made the last season into like a Lord of the Rings type trilogy, like movie, like 3 movies? The last season, right? What if they retconned it and then they made that into 3 movies?
10 seconds to insertion.
No, just the last season.
5 seconds left.
Well, I mean, whatever changes they want to make in the movie, right? Like if they're not gonna choose Bran to become the king or whatever, right? But I'm just saying, yeah, no. Nice.
Deploying shield.
Just turning the last season into Lord of the Ring, like a Lord of the Rings trilogy type of deal, where it's just 3 big movies.
Disengaging. Friendly victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Whoa. Oh. Dog, you gotta play as the GOAT. That dude with the fucking suicide drones.
You gotta try to see what works.
Can't do it anymore. I'm banned, dude. I can't. They blocked me.
Take all the time you need.
Nice. This is a fucking casino, dude.
Direct personal material requests to the operational staff office.
Want me to get in there?
specialists must check in with Dr. Pandey before deploying.
I guess I have time for a coffee.
Close quarter reshuffle imminent. Stand clear of action zone.
Sure, take a breath. No rush. Feeling good about your progress?
Oh boy.
Take your time.
Oh.
Really.
Oh.
Report any damage to facilities immediately.
was about racism. Beastie Man talking about Zootopia. Yeah, I mean, but it was to emphasize children.
What's your favorite game of all time?
Death. Also, they can vote. Supporters are now dressing in pink and gathering outside of Plymouth Superior Court for Lindsay Clancy.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna ask you a hard question, dog. What's your favorite game of all time?
I just don't get it.
Nice.
There's nothing here to support. There's nothing. Like, why do you think this is okay? I don't understand this. I can't, like, a lot of times I can find logic in things. I cannot understand this. I can't comprehend it. It makes no sense. I can't even step back because a lot of times I will try to have perspective outside of my own. There's zero perspective to have on this. And I actually did see.
I know what your favorite game is, dog.
Let's see. I did see a very, very good post.
It's the one you never rage quit out of
that
yet.
I thought really
it's called
did
Life.
hit the point home. And for some reason, it's not showing up on my timeline now, and I don't know why. But it was
Are you not entertained, sir?
When you have pure evil and crazy, you don't support it. And here it is right here. This is Chris Benoit.
My
He
stomach
strangled his wife and son and
is
took their lives.
fat,
There's evidence he suffered a mental breakdown. There's evidence that drugs may have played a role.
Whoa.
There has not been one TikTok video made by any woman asking to understand his side. You know why? Because no one should take up for him. No one. He's pure evil. Okay? Yet we have all of these women telling you it's okay and sympathizing with what this crazy bitch did.
Mental
Need you to understand what these women are supporting.
retardation.
Lindsay Clancy
Mental
baited her husband to leave the house to
retardation.
run errands. Lured her children
Retardation.
into the basement. Took an
Retardation.
exercise ban.
We need to locate a bomb. Your drone has found a bomb.
Yeah. It's not surprising. What were they saying? What are they saying? Oh, he's a Leo, so you must have done it. Like, what the fuck? These people are fucking batshit, dude. Yeah. Well. Some people really don't think fucking Trump derangement syndrome is a thing.
Reloading. Got a claymore ready. Strings ready.
Why are you asking me what's 10 plus 9? What do you think it is? I don't know either. Did that help? What if you don't know? Why would you assume I know if you don't know? Right. So what's 10 plus 1? Nice. You know what it means to be a Bondi, sir? You know what that family name used to mean, dog?
And strangled the 5-year-old, the 3-year-old, and the 8-month-old. Cut her wrist and neck, jumped out the window, and paralyzed herself. These ladies are out there holding hands, crying, cheering for her like she's a feminist folk hero. In a sense, she is. Feminism has always been a death cult where the end goal is the power to murder your children out of convenience. He ain't wrong.
Used to mean those things. You are right.
This is a whole different level.
And then you
of
came along.
Craziness that I can't process at all.
Take that in, dog.
Woman posts video of her bawling her eyes out because Lindsay Clancy can't hold her
How does that make you feel?
animals because her husband allegedly got rid of them. What?
He got rid of
How was your swim today, dog?
I can't. I can't.
I guess you've given up on the pools.
Like, she can't pet their lubbies.
Is there a reason you wouldn't go on Thursdays that I don't know of?
Over and over again.
Whoa, but dog, you're going to the fucking air show, dog, on Sunday. Whoa.
Guess who's involving herself?
Holy fuck.
You know it. Candace Owens, right here.
I made my thoughts clear on this
Yeah.
the moment that she was arrested, the moment that it made the news.
I mean, dude, I don't know, man.
Guilty.
Lightning's pretty intense.
The moment that it made my thoughts
If you want to get struck by lightning, by all means, dog.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Maybe you'll see the F-22 get hit by lightning, dog.
Drone's ready. Claymore's ready.
Fuck. Dog, you should start a GoFundMe. I mean, you can just craft a whole false narrative, some kind of. Well, I mean, well, actually, no. You are somebody who is in pain, who has chronic pain, and who does need money to get the treatments or whatever the hell you need. So, I'd say you're a pretty solid foundation there. And then, you know, you just put that out on YouTube or wherever. Sure, you'll get, you know, a couple donations, do a couple live streams, tell them about yourself and your life story. Sure, it'll work out. You know, you'll be able to take that money and get a car, dog.
Was arrested.
Get a fucking
the news. Lindsay Clancy is
God.
obviously not guilty. There are a fleet of doctors who should be imprisoned for what they put her on. I regularly speak out against Big Pharma. They get away with murder all the time. And in this case, they are getting away with the murder of really her 3 children, but also completely destroyed her life. When Lindsay Clancy, in my opinion, is not guilty. She was put into a
Remember that
intentional
episode in
psychosis
SpongeBob where he
when
gets
she
stuck
probably
down
just
in the
needed to
trench?
give her kids away for a weekend to get
Damn, dude. What about the episode where they go around selling chocolates? No.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
Oh god, dude. That came out of nowhere, dude. Wasn't expecting that. Dude, like... What the fuck? I don't know, I think I laughed a couple times in watching that show.
Drone has located a bomb. 10 seconds to go.
No.
5 seconds before insertion.
Did you know that in SpongeBob there's a beach? There's an underwater beach in the ocean. How does that make sense?
You have dropped the diffuser. The diffuser is now secured.
Done with your fucking nonsense, dog. Fucking PG. Guys talking about fucking shooting photons that we get shot. It's fucking cracker you on, dude.
Reloading!
Go ahead. Bro, you were going to crack the code, but you stopped fucking uploading your rant videos. Did they end up making those changes to Forza that you complained about? In that video. Bro, it's your video. I don't know. Bro, you're the one who made the fucking video. Nice, dude.
better, but they constantly give you these drugs that do not make things better. And the cocktail of 10
What are you talking
pharmaceuticals that
about?
she was on is
I saw
absolute
it, dude.
madness.
Did I not tell you in the comment
But also completely destroyed her life. When Lindsay Clancy,
that
in
I
my
am a
opinion, was
fucking
not guilty.
developer?
She was put into an intentional psychosis when she probably just needed to give her kids away for a weekend to get better, but they constantly give you these drugs that do not make things better. And the cocktail of 10 pharmaceuticals that she was on is absolute madness. Absolute madness.
Now, what you are witnessing right here
Yeah, you
is
gotta
Candace
watch
Owens
Gladiator 2,
knowing her
dog.
audience. It's as
With
simple as that.
Pedro
You can get mad
Pascal.
about it. You can be upset about it. But this is Candace Owens knowing her audience. And she knows exactly what is going to work for her audience. And she's just going to tell them what they want to hear.
Yourself
And you either understand that or you don't. And I understand that. I understand that she's doing that because she, like most content creators, scared of her
Cool,
audience.
man.
That's really what this comes down to. But she even admitted, and there's a clip of her where she says, "You're never on. Don't ever be honest on the internet." Now, and if I can find that one, I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, actually, here it is. This is Candace Owens telling you who she is right here.
Bro, that guy is
Listen.
fucking
You were
suspicious,
the first
dude.
one that sort of made this a thing where you could like be a personality on the internet and sort of earn your own income that way.
Yeah.
And then you did this horrible thing.
I know, I told the truth.
You told the truth.
Oh,
and
gosh.
the rule number one on the
Whoa.
internet, if you want to survive.
That's fucked up, bro.
Exactly.
Right. So essentially, to translate what she's saying is rule number one on the internet is you never, ever,
Whoa.
ever tell your audience what they don't want to hear. So like, for instance,
What is this hatred,
I think now
dog?
the number one rule on the internet is to never say you like the Odyssey because it'll get you in trouble. I'm going to break that rule every fucking Cobra cast until I just stop doing the show. I'm just going to find ways to mention that I like the Odyssey just so we can put that out there. Because fuck them. So anyway, but with that said,
10 seconds left.
I'll probably be the only one that says, because the audience doesn't like that. But going back to the point at hand,
You are tonight's
Candace is doing
entertainment,
this
sir.
because she knows that it's going to help continue to motivate.
Do you think
her
you provided
audience,
sufficient
to support her.
entertainment for me,
And
sir?
she's not stupid as much as people want to continue to say she's stupid. She's not stupid. She knows what she's doing.
Seige didn't play ranked. Fucking pussy, dude. Pussy. Fucking pussy. Bro, I feel like I feel like Squidward, dude. Oh, fuck. You see what I'm capable of doing, dude? When I put my mind to something, I can achieve so much, dude. Don't you know that, dude?
Last operator standing.
I'm able to fucking stand on my own 2 feet, dog.
I'd love to know your thoughts.
Ain't that a miracle?
In Massachusetts, I made my thoughts clear on this.
You can do
the
it
moment that
too,
she
dog.
was arrested, the moment that it made the
count
news.
your blessings.
Lindsay Clancy is obviously not guilty. There are a fleet of doctors who should be imprisoned for what they.
Now the point she's making right here. I think the pharmaceutical industry is horrible. I think the pharmaceutical industry is criminal, and I've talked about this already. I try to be careful when I'm talking about this topic in particular, but
I'm getting withdrawal symptoms, dog.
I think that it's people have become reliant
Pussy.
upon all of these things, and people have been brainwashed to believe that they need these things in
No, you
order to
didn't, dog.
survive. It doesn't mean that there are not cases of people needing these things. I think that there are cases, extreme cases, where people need, certain things to survive, but they have
Bro,
convinced the
there's blood
masses
on my pillow,
that they
dog.
all need these
Fucking pimple
drugs.
pop during the
And
night.
bottom line is
It's
while
on my
that's a
fucking
good
teeth, you fucking
standpoint
retard.
and a good argument for Candace to
My
have in
goddamn
isolation,
knee.
it still doesn't change the fact that this woman murdered her kids. You still have the power to make decisions
Why don't
in
you try
life.
sleeping
If you
on the
make
fucking
bad
floor, dude?
decisions that ultimately lead you to make even worse decisions, you're still
Yeah, you could do that on the
responsible
floor.
for said decisions. The kids are still dead and they were murdered by a crazy person that doesn't make good decisions in life. That is a guilty person. You don't get to say you're not guilty because your bad
The fuck are you
decisions
trying
led
to
you
tell
to a
me,
place
dude?
that make you make worse decisions.
7 feet up in the air
You
on your
still
side.
made the decisions. You're still responsible, and the kids are still dead. That's the bottom line.
No idea what that means.
And maybe that's a little too much nuance for Candace Owens' audience because they have a one-track mind. And I understand that. But that is the truth of it right there. You can have problems with the pharmaceutical industry and doctors and all of that. And I agree with you. But if you're going to tell me that an individual's bad...
Oh, my fucking head. Oh.
Changing next.
Oh my god. Ah, my ears.
One friendly remaining.
decisions that led to even worse decisions, which led to the, killing of 3 innocent children. And somehow that means that the person that killed them is innocent. I don't agree at all. In fact, you're just showing how crazy you are, or at least how much you're willing to lie to your audience because they are crazy. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, I mean, we're seeing this all over the place with these protests, with these women out there, and they're really upset and they're really passionate about it. Now, I think a lot of it is performative bullshit. Welcome to the internet. But at the end, there's still a lot of there's a lot of shit, man. Female TikTokers line up for photos with Lindsay Clancy's lawyer like they're at Disneyland. One woman was seen making a duck face while sticking her butt out as she stood next to the child murderer's attorney. Like, what are we doing, man? I can't play that. But It's like it's like he's a fucking character at Disneyland or Disney World, and they're just like, hey, I got to take a picture. What? Now, I haven't followed the case specifically that closely. I did hear that there's been people that have said he's actually doing a good job of building her case. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But man, this is some ugly, ugly stuff right now. And we are heading to some tough times with these crazy liberal women, because crazy liberal women are the true focus of evil in this country, because they're just so out of touch with reality, and they don't have any standards, man. And they just have this feminism mindset, this victim mindset. My God, it's bad. BMCCB says G&G has a female. Ask her. No, we don't have any women gamers. No, we don't. Not after today. Not after watching those videos. I'm done with all of them. I'm done with all of them. So they're all fired. So it's for the it's for the greater good. Okay. It's called collateral damage. Okay. You can point to like, well, what about this one or that one? You know what? It's for the greater good. Okay. Philip Johnson says feminism has taught that having kids, family is evil. These are people that laughed at Charlie Kirk. They are telling us who they are. Believe them. You know what? On that front, you ready to see something really bad? Look at this right here. It's over on, look at this, okay? You're not going to believe this. But here we go.
Charlie Kirk way.
We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame.
Trans weirdos on Charlie Kirk way giving themselves injections. Yeah. I don't know what this song is. I'm not even gonna listen to this shit. But this is.
Wait, you saw on Charlie Kirk way. Make like and subscribe for more Charlie Kirk memorials.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the crazy people that we are told that we're supposed to have respect for, and we're supposed to understand their struggle and all of this shit. Yeah. Quartering sources. Do you think some people are just misguided? I was a fan of JD Daly, but he bought into Candace Owens hook, line, and sinker. Overall, I don't think he's a bad person, just misguided. I think that there is a very powerful overlord on the internet, and that overlord is the algorithm. The Candace Owens algorithm pays very fucking good. It pays, like, what did I say the other day?
Be
Okay.
advised, a bomb location has been compromised. Down to 10 seconds.
What did I show you? Let's just look at it right here. Okay.
5 seconds.
Let's go to last week. Last week.
Located by Op 4.
What was it? What day was it? That the big Candace Owens debate was. What day was that? Was that a Thursday? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. Can somebody help me remember what day was the Candace Owens debate? It was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, as you see right here, this is the super chat numbers for that day. And I'd pointed out that little old D-Day Cobra finished number 5. But if you look at the actual dollars, Candace Owens made $21,000 in super chats. Not to mention, if you notice, there's a key difference in the viewership of PBD, Candace Owens, and D-Day Cobra. Okay, so Candace got 5.1 million views. PBD got 1.7 million. Same stream. 42,000 for me. Not bad. Those are good numbers for me. But my point being is that the Candace Owens template pays far better than anything else right now. The algorithm rules all. And that's really what, and it's not just with Candace, it's every fucking thing. And so that's where we are. So what are you gonna do? We got young Rippa. You know what, Rippa? You know what? You want to come here and talk shit? I ain't going down this whole Candace Owens bullshit, but I'll make anti-Rippa videos. Well, it don't pay that good though. Fuck. Never mind. I'm not gonna do anti-Rippa video. If it paid good, I would, man, but it don't even pay shit, man. Like, damn. Fuck. Hail, young Rippa. The only time we see you around here is when somebody drops me a $500 super chat. That's the only time we see Rippa these days. And Zwanny can't send anymore, so we don't see it ever over here. Scully dropped one, though. You know what? Scully did drop a 500. I didn't play it. But she didn't, it wasn't a 500 and said nothing. She did say something. So technically I didn't have to. But then Zwanny requested that I play all the clips of the ladies. So it is what it is. Hail young Rippa though, man. River Miles says Joe Flacco tax. We're still trying to locate him, man. We're still trying to locate him, River Miles. I don't know if we'll get any super chats to help us investigate that tonight, but we'll see. Man, it's a crazy time now. Okay, so obviously there's a lot going on with the political system and Trump, and people have questions. Somebody asked me the other day, like, why aren't you talking about Iran? And I'm like, I don't fucking know what's going on in Iran. I have no idea. I can pretend that I know. I can make up a bunch of shit and just act like I know, but I don't. And nobody else does either. We can only speculate as to what we think might be happening in Iran. And all I can do is, trust Trump to do what he's gonna do. So, but we do have this right here. Trump threatens tremendous consequences against Iran.
Reloading! Toxins in position.
One on 4 remaining. One friendly remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
unprecedented scale. So let's hear.
Well, Sandra, the U.S. is quietly breaking Iran's grip on the Strait of Hormuz. American forces reportedly protecting tankers moving some 10 million barrels of oil every day through the waterway, as President Trump opens up another front threatening economic D-Day for countries that help Tehran stay afloat. Let's bring in the former Defense Secretary, Mark Esper. Mr. Secretary, good to have you with us on the program. So here's what the president put out announcing all of this as he ramps up the economic stranglehold on Iran. He said, quote, "I'm announcing the most crushing economic operation ever taken against any country. This will be economic warfare." And
this is such a Trump quote. "I'm announcing the most crushing economic operation ever taken against any country. This will be the greatest. This will be the best. You've never seen anything like it."
And isolation on an unprecedented scale. I am also announcing that any country that allows its financial institutions, businesses, airports, or government entities to provide any type of lifeline to Iran will itself face tremendous economic consequences.
Let's go. All right. You know what? You know what? That gets us this one right here. That sounds like our Trump.
Bomb the shit out of them. Only Rosie O'Donnell. Crooked Joe Biden. No, get those lights on. Off. He died like a dog. He died like a coward. You can't do it. It's disgusting.
Let's freaking go.
It's the path to success with Iran.
Well, first of all, John, good to be with you with you and Sandra this afternoon. So, look, yes, I think this is a good idea. It's the least bad option. It is something, though, that will take us time and patience and discipline to effect. But look, I think there's a good chance it could pay off. But we will take time, and we will have to sacrifice a little bit. The Iranian people will sacrifice a little bit, but it's a far better option than committing ground troops. And it's a far better option than retreating from the strait and leaving it to Iran. So, look, I think...
Securing the wall!
Location has been compromised.
Reload!
I'm reloading.
Friendly operator remaining.
I think we have to do this. I think the president putting out the word to other nations is important. As you know, China is one of the biggest buyers of Iranian oil and other goods.
Which, again, I've always felt like this was ultimately about China more than anything. But people live in the TikTok world. People want instant results, instant, gratification. They don't have time to let anything cook anymore these days. And so this is the reason that no other president has gotten involved in this. You're witnessing it right now. If even Trump is struggling with this shit, then clearly this was a complicated situation. Common sense. Why has no other president gotten involved in this? Because they didn't want to take the political hit that comes along with it. They didn't want to take the political hit. They didn't want to... Look, even Trump, who is the most popular president we've had, who's got the strongest base of any political figure in our lifetime, even him, he's got people turning on him like crazy over this. This is why no other politician or president would have ever taken this on, because the political risk is at an all-time high. This is a complicated situation. Gonna take time. Panicans are gonna panic, but This is how it's got to go.
But other than that, it's mostly the countries neighboring, bordering Iran that we have to focus on as well in order to really clamp down on Iran and tie up their economy.
The Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, today was very confident that this will achieve success and really put an exclamation point on the point that the president made earlier. Listen to what he said here.
And this is going to be the greatest coordinated economic isolation in the history of the world. And we are going to them and saying, you are either with us or against us. We are going to squash the economy of this murderous regime. It is a 1-2 punch. We have the blockade, and we are going to have the toughest sanctions in history. And I will tell you, this will work.
Yeah, you're either with us or against us. It's echoes of the George Bush administration.
Reloading!
Administration. And what the U.S. is doing, moving 10 to 15 million barrels of oil per day out of the Persian Gulf, does appear to be putting the lie to Iran's claim that it controls the Strait of Hormuz and further squeezes it.
Yeah, it certainly takes pressure off.
Well, what we do have, and so we got the basics there, but really, this really is out of control, though, and I think we need to have a very, very strong source deliver some more of this news to us. So let's hear from Tucker Carlson.
Get what's going on in Spain, and then you say to yourself, oh, maybe mass migration is used as a weapon. Well, of course it is. It always has been, and always will be. I mean, when I was in middle school, I remember I got into a fight with a Jewish boy, and he used an immigrant as a weapon. That's right. It was a small little Mexican man named Jesus. He took him and he swung him. He swung him at me several times, actually, like a lot. And thankfully he missed, but you could hear him. Got you. So he tried to use a Mexican immigrant. Now, after I was attacked by this student who happened to be Jewish, and I love Jewish people, I do. There were claw marks, and I remember that. I haven't forgotten it, and you shouldn't either. Whiny bitch. So he tried to use a Mexican immigrant, tried to use him as a weapon, and this, of course, happens repeatedly today, as we know this. Israel continues to use immigrants as weapons. We look at World War II, the Allied forces, so-called Allied forces, they bombed Dresden using immigrants. They dropped a lot of Mexicans on Dresden. We know that, we do. A lot of people killed or murdered.
We know that, we do. It's so crazy to hear him do this Tucker Carlson interview and then think back to how Tucker uses those words and uses the terminology, because he makes these broad statements about how we know that, and it's like psychologically, like you're like, you know that, yeah, of course, yeah. No, we don't. We don't know that. But he keeps saying it to manipulate people into thinking it's just this thing that everybody knows. Does it all the time.
Murdered, they were. That was, of course, until they started using atomic weapons, nuclear weapons, which were not invented by people. Like, I don't believe that. I never have believed that for a second. That atomic weapons, the atom bomb was invented by a person. It wasn't. It was invented by an alien. Maybe from Mars or even Saturn or Spain. They weren't invented by human beings. They were invented by demons. When I was molested by a demon in my sleep, I could feel its warhead going off in what looked like a mushroom cloud in my bed. I do remember that, I do. And even my dogs were like, that's a demon, and that's an atomic bomb. And so you look back on World War, death, and murder, and the use of immigrants as weapons, which was disgusting. It was. And immediately you're called what? A Nazi? An anti-Semite? Oh, shut up, Nazi! And so you look back at World War II, and you look back at the outcomes of World War II, and you ask yourself, are we better off? Using immigrants as weapons, whether you're a school bully or you're military, we don't do that. And I say that as a man, as a white person, as a Christian. I really believe that.
Question number 6.
Say that as a man, as a Christian, as a white person. Oh my God, he has said that so many times. It's absolutely incredible.
Using immigrants as weapons, whether you're a school bully or you're a military, we don't do that. And I say that as a man, as a white person, as a Christian. I really believe that. And atomic weapons were not made by people. People aren't real. Nothing is real. What is this? Are we in a simulation? I don't know. You okay? Is there anything else? What are we doing here?
Just keep riffing.
Did Erica text me back?
I don't see anything.
No.
Yeah, no response.
Nothing?
Yeah, sorry. Still unread, actually.
Megan?
Oh, yeah. Right away.
Of course.
Oh, man. That is fantastic. Could this... I haven't watched this yet. I may have to watch this from Glenn Beck. Could this be Trump's solution for the Iran war? We may have to watch that. We'll go back to it. But yes, that was great. Amy Kozak is fantastic. Now I have to show you this. I'm not trying to jump on the roast Tim Pool bandwagon, because I feel like Tim is getting absolutely destroyed. And I don't think it's even fair that he's getting destroyed. I really don't. But I saw this on my timeline, and oh my goodness. We are screwed.
Drone has located a bomb.
AI is going to destroy all of us. Here we go.
Nobody tells me what to say.
I gotta mute for a minute, but the Skater Boy song is so good.
10 seconds before insertion. Insertion in 5 seconds.
He was a boy.
Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
I'm telling you, this is how you get civil war. Well done.
Time to ring some ears. Deploying shock drone.
Have a good look.
Cover me! Reloading!
Got eyes on you.
Mindset.
Cover me! Reloading!
diffuser is no longer in your possession. Friendly, last operator
Timothy.
standing.
Now, Candace. Say she's completely lost the plot.
Candace has completely lost the plot.
Now, Alex Jones. Say he's doing more damage to the right than the left ever could.
Alex Jones is doing more damage to the right than the left ever could.
Okay, Timmy, anti-Israel rhetoric. Ask who benefits, then say Iran does.
At a certain point, you have to ask who benefits for all this anti-Israel rhetoric, because Iran certainly does.
Timothy, this next one is very important. Say I'm gay.
What?
Go on, Tim. Do it.
Tell everyone you're gay.
I'm gay.
Look at this shit, dude. Oh man, bag full of money. There it is right there. So yeah, that is crazy work right there, man. Crazy work. Insane. Whew. Anyway, there you go. I had to show that one. That was something else. Little Jim Salo says, you see TMZ trying to harass the evil husband, or the harass the husband evil, calling him evil. Is that what they're doing? I haven't seen TMZ doing that yet. Quartering sources, breaking news, Candace Owens' unnamed source in the Charlie Kirk murder is Mike Zero. Mike Zero has top sources. Let's freaking go. Rolling the Wretched for 20 says, you mean actions have consequences, like saying the DEI Odyssey was a good movie. Great movie, by the way. If you're going to quote me, let's quote me. Great movie. Get back to FNQ where you belong, because I want the stream to be gay again. I know this is just your way of grifting me for money. Love ya, Fig. If I was grifting for money, I would grift somebody that had a lot more than $20 fucking. I know that's like, I know you can't get your double fucking cheeseburger from McDonald's now because you sent me 20, so you'll get my attention. But if I was grifting somebody for money, it certainly wouldn't be you with your fucking $20 fucking rolling. But I guess I'll take what I can get from you. So whatever. It is what it is. Thank you, Roland. Carlos says, grateful for your craft, brother. God bless. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hail to you, man. Thank you so much. As long as you guys are enjoying it, that's all that really matters. The Exalted Patriarch says, Cora, Dawson, and Callan, you will not be forgotten. The 3 children that were murdered by their mother. Prayers up for them. It's just awful, man. Dan Campbell says, we'd expect nothing.
It's those guys.
I know. It's just bizarre. You're seeing this everywhere right now as a fact check. Dom.
Show me how good you are.